Hallo, da sind wir wieder zurück mit Trails of Cold Steel 4, nachdem wir uns beim letzten Mal so ziemlich nun wirklich die Rivalry of the Seven gestartet haben. Nicht nur so ein kleiner Farbfight mit Curl, sondern diesmal auch wirklich den zweiten Fight mit Zephyr. Und jetzt wird es ein bisschen so back-to-back, ein bisschen das weitergehen. Und ja. Wir sind darauf, ziemlich jetzt in den zweiten Part von Akt 3 reinzugehen. Und so wie haben wir schon mal, gebe ich schon mal vorweg. In-game haben wir eigentlich so ziemlich nur noch 3 Tage. Also am 29. August starten wir jetzt rein. 30. August haben wir dann noch und dann ist ja schon... Oder August endet mit 30 Tagen, ne? Ja. Das ist dann schon nicht September der 1. Die X-Day sozusagen. An dem Operation Human gerne so ziemlich passieren soll. Und das wird auch unsere Finale sein. Also in-game sind es noch 3 Tage. Wie viel sich das dann in Spielstunden übersetzt, wenn wir on pace sind mit dem, was das sagt, doch 12 Stunden ungefähr? Nee. 14 Stunden? Wir sind mal noch nicht der vorherigen Spielzeit von meinem ersten Playthrough so hart vorweggerannt. Okay. Wir sind actually on pace, würde ich mal sagen. Aber ja, wir haben noch ein bisschen was vor uns. Wir haben noch ein bisschen was vor uns. Ah ja, da können wir auf jeden Fall noch ein bisschen so mit 15 Stunden sein. Können wir, glaube ich, noch mindestens rechnen. Thanks for reading. Hey. Are you alright now? Yeah, I just cried it all out. If I kept it up any longer, the boss would never let me live it down. I see. I think that was all he really wanted. To be seen off by his beloved daughter and by family. The guy lived his life on his own terms, not as some immortal bound to the curse, but as a human being. Gotta say, he left one hell of a high note. For all. If you gotta go, you might as well go out with a smile on your face. And that's exactly what he did. Rean do smile back. Yeah, I'm sure Sino and Leo would say the same. Yeah.
まあ、団長の紫の力を灰がついた以上、俺らも手伝うんが筋ってもんやろ。
Und ja, wir haben jetzt einfach Helfer. Yep.
最後の戦いは近そうや。それまでに体勢を立て直しとくで。
また会おう、フィー。シュバルツァーに他の者たちも。
Also wir dürfen uns nochmal auf einen großen Seven-Moment noch vorbereiten in dem Game.
それまで必ず生き抜くがいい。
The end of a legend and the beginning of a new Zephyr. You know just how powerful they are. Having them on our side is reassuring. You have to show them that we are no pushovers either. That's right. And we can start by overcoming this next trial, no matter how stacked the odds. Alright, it's time to head to Grossbill at last. The place of my lord's rivalry. Really? Oh, this won't be easy for you. I don't need you to worry about me. The Eagle King showed us this resolve. It's only fair I do the same. I'll do all that I can to persuade my lord to stay with us after the rivalry. The battle itself is another matter. I don't believe my lord would look kindly upon such unnecessary consideration. I believe you're right about that. It appears that your objective is to protect the future of the Empire. Alright. Our goals actually align, in a certain sense, so there's probably some hope there. Well, if we can't demonstrate our ability to get past this, then it's all moot anyway. But immersed in the evolution, thanks to the Blatant Knight's power, is going to be a big help. Alright, the power received from the Jäger King. We are to him to make the most of it. That we do. Next on our agenda, Grospel. It seems our team has an update for us. Look at it, Shada! And Tova as well. Yeah, thanks. So how are things going in Grospel?
あちらで気になる動きがあったみたいでな。湿地帯方面に青色に輝く光の柱が現れたらしい。
You mean the same phenomenon as what happened at the Drago Shrine? Alright, I think that only the sanctuary has been moved, like before. There are also eyewitness accounts stating they saw a shining knight fly off in that direction. Which means there's no doubt she'll be waiting there for you. Uroboros' strongest, the Steel Maiden. My lord. The time is finally come. And no barrier similar device has appeared. Right, it seems that the only experimental gargantuan glass battleship was the one we encountered yesterday. Thank you, Razors. You know you're busy and appreciate you taking the time to contact us. Hey, that's no big deal. Security seems to be light right now, so we're about to head over to confirm things ourselves. Watch your back, okay, Ollie? And make sure to get them there. You got it. You be careful too, and to meet again, Sherlock. So Crossbow, huh? It is on the brink of turning into a battleground once the war begins. Yes, looks like the invasion of Calvert will begin from Tangram Fortress on the east side. And right before that, we face the biggest hurdle of the war's shadowy underbelly. In any case, we need to prepare ourselves to the maximum extent possible. Right, to stop the Great Twilight, and to somehow stop the war. Can you request that you allow me to join the fight starting today? Please call on me without hesitation if the need arises. We'll be counting on you. You and this only just here though, and I don't want you overexerting yourself. Sure, but you could really use your abilities in battle. Let's get this party started, kittens. Concerning the circumstances, I'd like to depart for Crossbill as soon as possible. A number of orders have also arrived, so please do give them a once-over when you have a moment. In the meantime, I'm about to safe route to Crossbill. It's looking like this will be our last foray into the western half of Erebonia for a while, so make sure you don't leave anything undone. Alright. So Crossbow, huh? Juna and the others infiltrated it once, right? I admit I'm worried about the city, seeing as they have a war brewing right on their doorstep. Rean. Until we make our way to Crossbow, if you make any more runs to the surface, we'd like to join you. Your Highness and police? I'm not so sure that's... There's still a lot happening in Western Erebonia, and as Tor's representatives, there are matters that we must attend to. We have no intention of taking point, of course, but we can help with our orders and anything else you might need. We did receive my brother's full approval for the record. Taking along would also allow me to see the current state of the Empire. I'd really appreciate the escort. Should have really grown up. Alright, fine, but don't overdo it out there. Got it? Yeah, it's somebody bad babysitting. Wahrscheinlich sehr interessant, dass ich so ziemlich die ganze Zeit eine feste Party eigentlich habe. Aber gut. Ist auch okay so. Situation, ja, okay, wir wissen, dass sich da ein paar Sachen geändert haben. So, wir dürfen schon uns neue Arme holen? Na gut. Wir sehen schon als allererstes, wir können uns eine neue Imperial Chronicle holen. Ihr wisst, wir können es uns bei Baggy kaufen. Das ist trotzdem schon mal durch. Books. The Imperial Chronicle Issue 9. Politics. Prince Cedric addresses his subjects. Prince Cedric had made a speech addressed to all citizens of the Empire to discuss the impending war. The key parts of his formal address are outlined below. Dear fellow Erebonians, allow me to thank you for your continued cooperation. Thanks to you, we are well prepared for the commencement of the military operations on September the 1st. This proof we received word that the entire force we plan to have stationed at Terminal Fortress, which will be on the front line, has already arrived at their posts. I wish I could go into battle myself to avenge my gravely injured father and murdered brother, welcher lebt. Es wurde zum Beispiel immer noch nicht zu der Public read, dass Olivier immer noch am Leben ist. But my position at the Imperial Corps prevents me from doing so. I entrust the task of punishing the ignoble nation of Calvert to our brave soldiers. Ask that you all allow me to watch over you from afar as you achieve victory for this most righteous of courses. Military affairs. The armored divisions move out. All of the armored divisions have now begun readying to advance on Calvert via 6 different routes, with all preparations to be finished the day before the war starts. Our naval forces are currently heading from the Balearic Sea to the Typhus Bay. From there, they will launch their attack on Calvert. We have our allies to thank. Devising a military operation with so many moving parts has only been possible through cooperation with our allies. Chancellor Osborne has expressed his deep gratitude to all who contribute to Operation Jomunganda. I could never thank our allies enough, and may the bonds that connect all our nations in Western Simuria last until the world meets its end. Incident: mysterious light near Palm. A mysterious beam of light was sighted near Palm at the spinning town. The pillar of light vanished as unexpectedly as it appeared. As no such occurrence was documented in the military plans, whether or not it is related to the war is completely unknown. However, as a Gargantuan-class battleship was in the area at the time, the phenomenon is believed to have been harmless. Column: Ladies Who Labor, Episode 4. The fourth amazing lady whose inspiring story we'll be highlighting is Beatrix, who works as an instructor at Force Military Academy. She's a calm and warm personality. In addition to being a medical instructor, she is also the school's nurse, whose students often come to visit when their coursework proves too stressful. One would be hard-pressed to guess that she used to be a field medic with the rank of colonel, the highest such designation of a rearguard in the Imperial Army. A skill even earned her the nickname the Reviver. I'm told now to be scampering around battlefields, but I can at least make myself useful tending to the injured at training camps, she said. Beatrix, who continues to help wounded warriors while raising the next generations of soldiers, stands as an inspiration to field medics and fighters alike. Notice: war reporting. We have been working in partnership with Crossbill News Service to bring you the latest updates from each region, and we will continue to do so as the war unfolds. However, because our reporters will be at the front line, we expect delays in the publication schedule. Editor-in-Chief. So. Checken wir noch aus, was wir für Sidequests haben. So, Ulcer Resistance from Towa. I was actually originally supposed to take this request, but my blade kinda waffled at the moment. You guys think you can check it out for me? All I know is that Kai and Tilly have some trouble with an especially onerous monster over towards Ulster. I'm sure they would be happy to see her again anyhow. And a Langwidow monster. So. Dann gucke ich erstmal, was jetzt wir so neu haben. Wir können in Nymada Exchange was Neues haben, wir müssen uns holen. Alright. Dann checken wir erstmal Shops. Wait. Das nehmen wir alle. Yeah, this is gonna be the ultimate of your skill. Yeah, that's the spirit I'm looking for. Now strap on your parachute and let's get this thing done. Destination will be where to this time. I haven't thought of that far. I'm afraid to ask why you strapped a parachute to a dog. Well, why? I can't just throw him out of the airship without one. As long as he's happy, I suppose I won't stop you. Wir werden auch viele interessante Sachen für Cerberus sehen. Ach so, stimmt. Ich dachte mir einfach, scheiß drauf und pack dir ja schon mal die stärksten Sachen rein, die jetzt mit so haben. Und ich glaube, dabei wäre es halt auch einfach belassen. So, dann gucken wir mal noch. Wir haben auch wieder Character Pages. Oh. Wir hätten eigentlich uns das an den Talk anhören sollen, weil es wäre eine Character Note gewesen. Können wir noch machen. So. Becky and Tora is everything alright. Thanks. Hi, Rean. We're just looking to listen something for Becky at the moment. I wanted to get a read on Guys and Core up today. My options are a wee bit limited, but up here in the air, and I figured Tora might have better luck with it. Can I say anything good about what we've learned, though? Right, Yugo's colony has been rapidly expanding their distribution network and got involved in munition shipping. And with that unprecedented growth has come a deluge of scanners and complaints about how they do their business. It even sounds like some of the employees are getting a bit out of control. Yeah, I've seen it firsthand. I have heard rumors, sounds like it's getting worse and worse every day. Cheers for the help, Tora. I'm gonna try and analyze the state and see what I can learn. Sure, and we need any help. Let me know if you come up with any leads. You're not the only one who's worried about Hugo. Cheers to you too, Rean. I'll do that. I know exactly how things are going over at Glass & Co. now thanks to President Tomer. They say it's 5 times what they were last year. There's a whole bunch of dark secrets behind the county having to grow up so fast, though. Hugo, how long do you plan on keeping this going? I know exactly how things are going over at Glass & Co. now thanks to... oh, okay. Das hat's einfach noch gedoppelt. Gut. Und wir haben noch mal Gustav. Wo ist Ende of the Bridge? Nein, war ja noch mal was anderes, was ich nicht drauf geachtet habe. Ah, nicht Bridge, Deck. Nicht Deck, sondern Bridge. Dann gehen wir noch ganz kurz zu Nein. Warte. Er hat auch nicht noch mal... Ist das zum Traden? Ah. Mirandas Paella, die ich nicht habe. Kriegen wir eine Alster. Alright. Was ist ein Gustav Character Note? What are you up to, Gustav? Maintenance? Yeah, the military finds guys and girls have plenty on their blades, so in forward I will take care of the for them. Besides, I might get put in charge of the artillery. You never know. I figure I may as well tool around with equipment to make some tweaks now. Sounds like a good use of your time. You may be in combat statistics, but Gustav really lights up when it comes to tasks like these. He's a natural. So. Ulster, Sunny Spot in. Also. Orders. Ja. In der ersten kriegen wir das, was wir schon haben. Warum ist mir eine Sidequest? Alright, dann machen wir das danach. Dann, nachdem wir mal an das Sidequest haben, ich komme jetzt sofort die Sidequest an. Ich finde es aber angenehmer, wenn das halt alles in einer Folge immer zusammen ist und du es nicht so abgehakt hast. Nee, Cafeteria, Sharon, Vanish Master. Wir dürfen auch noch ein Pom-Pom-Party spielen. Dass ich die Shadow Card nutzt, ist fitting. Oh, das ist kein Check-Sheet, war ja ein Schluss. Da kann ich ja Amortamus auch einfach vorziehen. So new, ich kann das auch. Oh, interesting. Pretty good, right? This is my latest recipe, blue cheese soup. I used it a lot to really bring out the ingredients' essential flavors. Well, that's not kind of this blue cheese in itself. Getting it in such a concentrated form is a little overwhelming. Takes a real punch, that's for sure. I think you guys would like it. Blue cheese soup klingt interessant. Klingt aber auch wirklich ein bisschen too much. Blue cheese ist eigentlich ganz geil, eigentlich. Took a lot of work, but knowing it measures up to Class 7's high standards makes it all worth it. Okay, that's absolutely not what I said. I'm getting some serious deja vu here. So. Bummer Party Time. Mal sehen, wie schlimm es diesmal wird. Alter! Ihr seht den Speed, mit dem er da die Dinge runterdroppt. Ich glaube, das ist der Punkt, wo die AI mittlerweile richtig unfair wird. Alter. Oh, das ist
いい風が吹いたようだ。
Wahrscheinlich mein Schild nutzen. This is fine. I think. My mistake. Diese Minigame ist so anstrengend. Warum tut mir das überhaupt an? Sweet. Wirklich gerade ein sehr nicer Win. Gut. So. Gehen wir mal in die werfen. So. Und ansonsten haben wir jetzt erstmal Bonding-Events und davon einige. Fangen wir den hier oben an. Duty. Oh, I'm performing weapon maintenance duty. Naturally, my lord is waiting in a shrine after all. Ines and Enea as well, surely. But no one asked you to babysit me, Schwarzer. Focus on taking care of yourself first. I had to think about it. The shop should be done polishing what I left there. But the time to use it hasn't yet come. For now, I need to keep my focus on what's directly in front of me. Looks like Duty left something pretty important at the shop. You're not opposed to it. Do you want to get that back now, do you? What? It's fine. It's nothing that needs to be taken care of immediately, anyway. But it is important to you, right? If leaving it for later will bother you, then it's probably better to take care of it before we face off against the Steel Maiden. Yes, nauseous ever, Schwarzer. But you're probably right in this instance. Okay, I'll take you up on it offer then. This one time. Afterwards, they visit the workshop in orders to pick up the important object that Duty had entrusted to Strauss. Wahrscheinlich, wenn ich es richtig im Kopf habe, ihre Armor? Ja. This is your armor and even your helmet too. Some work done on them. Yeah, there were some minor scuffs that were starting to stand out. Tarkov was good artisan working here in orders, so he decided to take a chance and asked for them to mend it. This isn't the usual sort of work I'd have expected to do when I first began operating here. But your request was so earnest, it gave me more than enough inspiration to take the job and give it my full attention. Much appreciated. To read it for Shane, this level of technical ability is exactly what I expect from an artisan favored by the Dukes. With this, I'm one step closer to fulfilling my oath. Really? No idea what's that about, but if I may offer my thoughts, you don't appear fully prepared to me. Huh? Decades of work as a glass artisan comes with its perks. I can tell when someone's heart is clouded, shall we say. Polish up your helmet and armor back to the original luster. Now you have to make sure that the spirit matches. Oh, I see. Thank you for your services. Oh, perhaps I've gone around my mouth. Don't worry about it. Thank you again. He spoke to Duty, who was standing stock still outside the workshop. He invited her to the Arbor district, suggesting they make use of the time in orders to go look at the sea. Are you waiting long, Duty? Really? Yeah, it's cold. What do you think you're doing? Oh, what is that? Sorry, it's Gelato. Found a great place for the last time I was here on field exercises. Want some? It really hits the spot on a hot day like this. Honestly, I can't believe you. Got an important battle coming up. Can't you be a little more serious? It's just how I am. Think it's fine for you to be just yourself, too. Be myself? To tell the truth, I've always been a little envious of you. Even when you were with the society, there was something very earnest about you. And even now that you're with us, your swordsmanship is still just as confident as it's ever been. Can't help but admire that. I feel like ever since I was a kid, all I've ever done is doubt myself. I can see why Iron Road would make you the leader of the Stahlritter. Schwarzer. Don't worry, you'll get through to her, I'm sure of it. You've already seen through to true intentions, right? Perhaps. And all that's left is for us to give it our all. I hope I'll get to see you in your armor again sometime soon. Blast it all, why did you have to ruin the mood? I think I'm starting to see things more clearly now, though. Maybe the reason I chose to ally with him is... You okay, Duty? I'm fine. It's none of your business. Come on, let's finish the gelato before it melts and get back. Loitering around aimlessly like this is unbecoming of one who is known as the Swift. Sure, let's get going. You and Duty enjoy the view of the ocean and the delicious gelato for a little longer. Head back to the Courageous Zoo afterward, ready to face whatever lay ahead. Haben wir gleich noch einen auf der Ebene? Nope. Dann gucken wir auf die 4. Come on. Okay, I've tightened the strings and replaced the grip too. These balls won't know what whack them. You know, isn't that one of your tennis club rackets? Here, Ada and the others swiped it from the academy for me. Even though they're in hiding, they took the time to send it over. I was thinking that maybe you could put up an ad in the training hall and hold some practice matches, you know? Getting up a sweat might help us get our heads together before we leave for Crossbell. See, proud for you taking the initiative like this. And here I was thinking she'd be a nervous wreck. Juno versus Inner Saboteur, score 15. To love? Alright. Die Übersetzung muss ich glaube nicht verstehen, oder? You know you should stop by and check it out if you have a SAG instructor. It would really help me. Strengthen my resolve, let's say. Okay. I don't really know what that means, but if Juno finds it helpful. Juno, if you're going to face off, then shouldn't we go somewhere a little nicer than the training hall? You know, I bet security at the branch campus is pretty lax right now. Oh? Probably is, isn't it? Alright, let's do that. Prepare for a beatdown. He got in touch with Jessica and Louise and headed to Lee's. While his friends were collecting intel, he received permission to practice drills at the branch campus. Yeah. Body to love. Ist im Englischen dieses to love irgendwie dann, dass du volle Punktzahl hast? Muss ich nicht verstehen. Oh, I can move. Alright, let's give it up. Game set. Juno wins. Good work, Juno. Not bad, if I do say so myself. It was a good match. Juno's up by 2, Jessica's up by 1, and Elise is down by 2. I wanted to get at least one win. Just what I expected, Juno. You didn't give away a thing. I've tried picturing this in my mind a bunch. You two didn't make it easy for me though. I think it's important to do your best even if you can't win. Do you have any regrets? It wasn't enough for us, but Juno might want to play more matches. You join the others. You just stay here and enjoy yourselves. Both of you? Thanks, guys. So, can you play one last match with me? Me? I've read the rules, but I'm a total beginner. I'm sure you'll pick it up. With your physical abilities and that intuition, I think we're pretty evenly matched. But, if I win, can I ask a favor? Sure. But if you're doing this, I'm not going to hold back. Go ahead and give me everything you got. Alright. Each one started their practice match. They threw everything they had into it. The ball went back and forth as the match went on until the victor won with one final smash shot. Ah. I did it! Juno. You got me. Good work. Sorry, I got a little carried away. But I really wanted to ask you to do something for me. I wanted to tell you something and I don't want you to say anything until I've finished. Of course, you can do that.
好きです。教官。自分でも気づいてなかったけど、多分ずっと前からクロスベルの街道で助けてもらったあの日から。
Juno. Hey, you said you couldn't talk until I'm done, remember? You're my instructor and I'm your student, so I definitely don't expect you to answer right away. But can you at least just think about what I've said? Alright, what else can I say when you're asking so earnestly? The position, the world, the curse I bear. There's so much I have to think about if I'm to know how to respond to her feelings. Und nicht nur ihre, sondern so ziemlich die von allen den Mädels. After the other members of the team, Rean and Juna return to the Courageous 2. Aber wir haben ja schon unseren Pick. Abgesehen von Cold Steel 3, was mich in den anderen Pick gezogen hat. Ja. Noch ein bisschen confused, wo der Teleport ist, aber genau bei der Map. I've got everything I need. Let's help with setting it all up. Well, it seems to be in order, so what say we all head over once we have some spare time? Leave it to me. Girl, or Dean? Are the two of you going somewhere? Yeah, it's just a little thing I need to take care of. Something I want to handle before the next rivalry. Something to take care of, huh? I mean, it's not the biggest thing in the world, man. It's just some personal business. We are trying to put things in order by the next rivalry, so you gotta make sure that you are prepared too, alright? But if you're heading down to take care of anything, just let me know, okay? What kind of business does he have to take care of? I'm curious. I never go with Hikaru. You're gonna be out there fighting together, so I want to make sure you're firing on all cylinders. Rean. Keep in mind, it's not the fun kind of errand. Might be a good opportunity, though. I know they've been on your mind, after all. Who? Oh, you'll figure it out soon enough. Alright, hurry up and get ready, and then I'll be waiting you. Once Rean was ready, they set off from the Courageous 2 with the 2 Divine Knights. Co needed to visit a handful of different regions. For their first stop, they found themselves at a familiar place. Friedrich St. Ark? What does he need to do here? Here it is, just like I heard. Sorry, but can you wait a bit? Radius, please find a way to forgive my grandson, Michael. He doesn't absolve his crime, but he was truly concerned for this country. I just pray that he can rest in peace. Pray for the same. Oh, what was that? These are his... Michael! It's okay to have just handed those over. I'm in no position to ask for her forgiveness, so on to the next. Michael, huh? Damn fools, a lot of them getting into this whole war. The Constellation, Nidhogger, and even those leftovers from the Northern Niggers. Ich glaube, Michael war Gideon, ne? Ich glaube, sein Name war Michael. Das kann ich mir ganz im Kopf. What a mess. If only the boss and everyone could have... Sorry I couldn't get good revenge for all of you. Huh? But good news arrived at least. Take care of yourself, yeah? That's what he would have wanted. Woken, is this the boss's tag? Hey, you... Right then, just gotta wait for someone to get in touch now. Sure. Gotta piece it together now, girl. It's about them, isn't it? After they returned to where Valdemar and Nadine were waiting, Grow received a call. George! Erin, didn't expect to see you again so soon. Grow reached out to me earlier and asked if I could help him out. Good thing you're still using your old number. So does this mean you found her? Yeah, you're gonna have to make with a voice call though. Here, I'll put you through. Hello, can you hear me alright? It's her. Good to hear from you again, S. Or, I mean, Scarlet. Same here, C. Grow, sorry. Still getting used to that. And I thought we'd get a chance to talk again. So Rean, I guess we haven't spoken in a while either, not since birthday I had. Glad you're alright. Thought you'd still be locked up somewhere in Kreuzen. What can I say? This is business as usual for me. Right now I'm operating outside the Empire on board a Macabre. A Macabre? Does that mean you're with the Kreuzritter? Apparently, Joseph Baxter's influence to have her released into protective custody. The church took her past as a choir into account and allowed her to work as a kind of penance for her role in the Civil War. Oh, this really came through. Can't imagine it's all footsies and tea parties though. What with you being a former terrorist and all. Well, it was pretty tough at first, I admit, but things are better now. Father Raji and the bald knight of his are actually pretty reasonable when you sit down and talk to them. The bald knight, von dem gesprochen wird, den kennen wir auch. Ich werde nur noch nicht droppen, wer es ist, aber wir werden ihn auch... Ich weiß nicht, ob wir ihn schon in Cold Steel 4 sehen werden. Ich weiß nicht, ob Vasi jetzt nochmal einen Auftritt hat in 4 oder ob es erst in Reverie ist, aber wir werden ihn spätestens in Reverie, glaube ich, nochmal sehen. Vasi und The Bald Knight. Some of the recruits here joined up around the same time as me, and there are interesting people here, so I'm not bored at all. Wahrscheinlich Kevin und Reese. It's great. I'm glad to know you're doing alright. I will pretend I wasn't a little discouraged when I found out Osborne had arrived, but I was able to get past that and find a new path forward, thanks to all of you. You have my gratitude. Right. Heard all about what we've been doing. Let's do our best, not for Inch, but for them, and for the world too. Of course, let's do this thing right. So those people who visit back there, were they really related to the members of the Pure Liberation Front, was glaube? Yeah, I've been thinking about making this little trip ever since I got my memories back. It's the least I can do to make it up to the pals who went to Gehenna with me. I managed to find some people who knew Vulcan and Gideon, so I just decided to go forward with it. See, I've gotta say, it was a surprise to hear Scarlet decided to go back to the church. No kidding, I'm sure she had a reason, her reasons though. In any case, it feels good to tie up these loose ends. Now, once my overtime's all used up, we can go without any regrets. Girl. Yeah, if you're just not tried it just yet, well, we know, you might just end up with more time than you bargained for. You're back, Rean, girl. Hey, I'm excited you two wander up there. Oh, Angelica. Even for us, there's always somewhere to return to, and someone waiting there. So for everyone's sake, those we've lost and those who are still with us, if you just thing through to the end and make it back alive, no matter what. I guess you're alright. First thing through is, we gotta kick some ass in this next rivalry. Are we counting on your partner? Right? Ist irgendwie sehr schön, die zwei so wieder Buddy-Buddy zu sehen. Also, sie hatten ja wirklich so richtig so, ne, von Cold Steel 1 hin bis zu jetzt Cold Steel 4 ist ja wirklich ein Wild Ride mit dieser Freundschaft. After they were met by Toa and Angelica, I made it back safely to the Courageous. Once the Y Knights were on board, they set off to continue their missions. So, dann haben wir noch eine Kälte noch für ihn. Dann, nochmal hier, glaub Emma. Jusch. Oh, well, it's steady already. Wait, don't tell me. It's not what you think. I don't even have any more Forbidden Grimoire. These are some notes left by Isola Milstein, my mother. Grandma collected the ones she'd saved and sent them to me. So that's all it was. Your mother was a wandering witch before Vita was, right? Yeah, but her magical abilities weren't really all that powerful. But she was always eager to learn. She had a good many ties to the outside world and took it upon herself to look into the Empire's curse on her own. She must have been such a big influence on my sister when she was young. An incredible person at that, from what you've told me. She passed away from an unfortunate accident, right? That's right, though I'm not sure if it was the work of the curse, per se. It's probably just a coincidence, right? Then again, I suppose dealing with the curse aftermath is in itself a form of being caught up in it. Yeah, you're probably right about that one. That said, there's actually quite a few entries that have nothing to do with her mission. And as if I'm rekindling the memories I had of her from when I was young, it feels nice, you know? Yeah, I can imagine. Oh, by the way, I saw a little good luck spell in here somewhere. Want to try it out, Rean? It might help relax your body and mind from any fatigue you're feeling. I promise it's nothing sketchy or dangerous like before. It's alright, Emma, I trust you. I have to charm by Emma's mom, huh? Sounds intriguing. Sure, I take you up on that. It's your ring, I mean. Oh, don't worry, it's no trouble at all already. It's better if you didn't do it here, though. Shall we go someplace else? I've expected you to take us to the atelier like before. Well, I'm actually prohibited from using it for the time being. After the incident we had before, it is. Fair enough. But this spell isn't dangerous like last time. You can rest easy, I assure you. Well, I should hope so. It is just a magic charm, after all. Smell, it's arum flower, isn't it? It is. The scent of arum flowers can enhance the potency of the charm, though it's also known to induce a few other effects as well. Other effects? Oh, enough about that. Let's begin, Rean. Wir haben schon mal gehört. Es hat aphrodisierende Wirkungen. Ja. Could just lean forward a bit, just like before. Got it. I didn't get duped into this again, did I? I think you're right about it. It's only a magic charm, remember? Alright, here we go. What is this? What you're saying, Rean, is neither your consciousness nor mine. It's a crossing of both, a state of being not unlike that of a dream. Think, I understand. It's kind of like an out-of-body experience. But what's with the way we look? These are just our astral forms, Rean. Like I said, don't think too hard about it. Things might get a little embarrassing from here. Bear with me for just a bit longer, okay? Huh? A sensation? I've never felt it before. Oh, but not just Lucia. Rean? Rean? Oh, good morning. Did you have a nice rest? That's what happened. I fell asleep, just like that. Did you carry me all the way here? Wasn't that hot? A bit, perhaps, but never mind that. How are you feeling? Well, my body and mind feel totally refreshed. It's almost as though I've been completely reborn. My compliments to your mom. This charm was incredible. It was originally one of the witch's lullabies, from what I understand, but I used it as a base for your own unique version. She designed it so that it could be used not only for children, but also for family and those you hold dear. She wanted to use it on a human from the outside world. My father, and that's when... I get it. Dad said that astral form caught me pretty off guard too. A little embarrassing, to be sure. I guess it really is something best kept for family members. No, that part was likely one of the effects of the iron flower. See, by elevating your force toward one another, it ends up bringing out our heart's dearest...
あー、もう違うんです。別に狙ったわけじゃなくて。
After waiting for Emma to settle down, Rean left the sick bay alongside her. So viel dazu. Man, you're always asking for something. I don't know what's on your plate, but I'm pretty busy with my own shit here. Alright, well, I'll let you know. Peace. Gosh, who was that? Evan Forrest's biggest busybody. Way too eager about me. There's nothing. A bad inference from back home hit me up, that's all. A bad inference? Come again? You met him once, but he is not the kind of guy a goody two-shoes like you would cozy up with. Name's Brett. He's a real shit-stirrer. Alright, I think Yeah, I know who you mean. That friend of yours from Rockbrow. He was the one who tried to sell you out to that informant when you snuck into the city, right? Yeah, guess he's rankled to cover my old Fafnir buddies from during the Civil War. Now they're back in operation and up to their old tricks. So it looks like they're sticking with low-level crap like extortion and brawling. Nothing the idea gives two shits about. We were doing the field exercises before, I ended up giving him my contact info. And now he says he has something to discuss with me, whatever the hell that means. That is rather concerning, I have to say. Must have his reasons for contacting you like this though, right? To be perfectly honest, given anything that's going down, I really don't have time to be digging around with the bastard. We focus on our own problems, and you focus on yours. Right. It's going to be bugging you anyway. Why not see what he has to say? You must have at least an inkling as to why he wants to talk to you, right? Yeah, you consider the circumstances surrounding the guy. Still though. Even more reason to tie up loose ends now, right? To make sure you don't regret it down the line. I'll be there alongside you, of course, as your instructor and as a fellow members of Class 7. Man, Teach, you just love nosing in on people's drama, don't you? I get what you're saying, though. Can't really move forward when you're knee-deep in yesterday's bullshit. Alright, bring out Vladimir Schwarzer. I wanna settle this. I got it, Ash. Let's take care of the bastard, then. Ash called Brad back to talk. They met at the Deckings in Ragnar, and Brad told Ash everything. Ash! I'm glad you're here, and you too, instructor. Just thought I'd drop by. We've got some nerve calling me up after bringing back Fafnir and trying to sell me out. Feel so bad about that. It's like I was possessed or something. Yeah, I couldn't think of anyone else who could help me with this. Please help me, I don't know what to do. Seems like things are pretty serious. Alright, we're out. So you and your friends committed blackmail and other misdemeanors. In the shadows was the informant Miguel. Yeah, that's basically it. At first he was just doing stuff like showing us the perfect places to extort people. But then he made me do all sorts of stuff because I owed him or something. I had to bring some product from orders without the Imperial Defense Force busting me. I mean, it's pretty sketchy. Yeah, and recently he's been asking for some pretty major stuff. To top it all off, he almost got dragged in some shady business of his not too long ago. Just keeps going on, we're seriously gonna end up at a point of no return. Okay, I get it. Said you move some product, huh? Yes? It's nothing, alright. Long story short, you realize the error of your race because you're in way over your head and you're scared. Now you know how stupid you were to bring Fafnir back and to do whatever the hell you want right before the war, huh? So what? Is there something wrong with me realizing that? Just, you went off to join the military academy and then I heard you shot the Emperor of all people. So this old dude told me I could be top dog around the town. I thought, yeah, I know it. It looks like the curse worked its way in with all of that emotional turmoil. Yeah, I got it. I'm the reason why. Probably for that moral too. In that case, I gotta set things straight, huh? Sure, okay? Okay, back to normal. Well, back to being a goofball. Don't worry about it. You have trust on me, Brad. I'll talk it over with the old man. Got some stuff I want to ask him myself, anyway. You do? Anyway, we have you be of use here, got it? Let's go look for some clues. Rean and Ash began asking around about Miguel. The rumors they heard pointed to him being somewhere outside town with a new shipment of goods. Eventually, they tracked him down. Alright, this should be enough. I guess punks ain't gonna use more than this. What time I move on? I'll just trip back to town to do it. And where are you planning on scuttling off to next? What the Ash? And the Ash family? What's hanging, Miguel? Been a while since I went to clean my apartment and ended up bumping into your ugly mug. Heard you've been helping out Brad and the others. There we go. I haven't seen you since our old field exercises. Hope you realize I'm not going to let you get away with anything that might put young people in danger. I'd like you to tell us about whatever it is you brought here from orders. I don't know what's Brad been telling you, but you've got me all wrong. He got young people with potential and teach them the value of hard work, that's all. Sharing these things is just another aspect of that. God. So this is your new product, huh? It's a knife model. I'm guessing there's more in the container. That's right. I've got contacts in the military who have helped me build up a decent stash, little by little. I mean, no one was for sure what's gonna happen to the world after this war starts, right? You gotta be prepared. See, folks from all over the continent are already putting together hidden weapon caches. The way I see it, it could make a fortune supplying them with the kind of high-quality arms they'll be needing. That's really low. So you're a war profiteer now? That's a pretty drastic change from when you only had information. Not to mention how fast you got these weapons together all on your own. I figured that wouldn't be possible without the right connections and know-how. What aren't you telling us? You mentioned it, something does seem off. Simple really. I wasn't always an informant until a little more than 10 years ago. I was a merchant working a different kind of market. Some of the secret supply routes I learned about back then are coming in handy now, that's all. Now I'm done talking. You gonna let me through or what? Can't keep my customers waiting. What is it, Ash? Hey, don't go making any sudden moves. Look, Miguel, I don't give a rat's ass where you're going next. But there's one thing I gotta ask you first. We're done here. Was it you? Were you the one who got me out of Hammer? Hey, where's this coming from? Do you mean... Yeah, I've been thinking about it ever since you found my mom's diary. 14 years ago, a merchant helped me escape from Hammer and into Rockwell. But what you just said now, that you were a merchant more than 10 years ago, well, things just clicked. Now I see. How long have we known each other, Miguel? From my first days in Rockwell, when I got adopted, as I could remember, basically. You're involved with all of that, weren't you? I mean, you ran exactly a good inference. You even sold me out to the Jägers at one time. I always thought you were one of the most deadbeat pieces of crap around. But I still showed up at Mom's funeral and made a donation. It just felt sort of place for a small-time crook like you. I figured you must have had some ulterior motive. But looking at it now, I can't help but wonder if you felt some kind of obligation toward me. If I've got it wrong, go ahead and set me straight. You don't get so sharp, kid. I wanted to take this to the grave, but I guess mercy gets out. It's true, then? Every word. 14 years ago, I was peddling my wares out by Palm. If I hadn't stepped out for a smoke that night, I might never have met you. Oh, take it easy, kid. What are you doing out on the road by yourself? Is that the gunshot? What's going on? This can't be good. Come on, kid, let's get you out of here. I grabbed you and put you on the first train I could find. But you wouldn't say a damn word to me, even after you got to Rockwell. Didn't know what to make of that. Thought maybe you'd been mixed up in some bad business, and then the soldiers came for me. I don't know how they found out, but they knew I'd helped you get away. Forget about everything that happened that night and ditch the kid. You'll be having secured the future of the Empire. It's in your best interest to comply. You can pay for whatever you want. Not a bad deal, huh? Idea, huh? Sounds more like a threat. Must have been part of the cover-up of Hammer that Osborne spearheaded. It sounded harmless, but I was eager for any excuse to get rid of you. So I took the mirror and gave it to one of the hostesses at my favorite club. I knew she wouldn't put you out on the street. She was quite a woman, taking in a kid she knew next to nothing about and raising yours her own. You're telling me. So you see, I didn't really do anything that bad. I got you away from Hammer in one piece and even set you up with a new family. Not so much for me to collect a little compensation in return. That's all there is to it. I cut my ties to you and got more on with my life. A past doesn't mean shit to me. Right now you're nothing but some punk who's standing in the way of me and my business. So damn it, why can't I pull a trigger? You traitor, a criminal, you shot the Empire for crying out loud. No one's gonna miss you. I took the damn money, washed my hands off you. You're nothing to me. Nothing. So why can't I... Well, that's it. Guess that explains the sudden shift in your business model. I know you're not gonna admit it, but when you took the deal, it messed you up on the inside. I knew it was wrong, and you've been carrying that guilt with you ever since. That's what let the curse worm its way into your heart and turn you into a real crook. Ah. What are you talking about? Don't act like you know me. If I'm wrong, then why do you look like you're in so much pain? It's written all over your face, moron. Been running from your sins all this time, but you just can't let them go. Ash. To be honest, I really don't give a shit how far you fall. But there's something you should know. Right up until she passed, Mom was still smiling. She said it was a blessing having me in her life. Go figure, right? She just told me she wished she could thank the guy who brought us together. And I feel the same. I wouldn't be here right now if it weren't for you. And it wouldn't change a thing about the time I had with my mom. Well, it might have been nice if she had been a better cook, but you can't win them all. As far as I'm concerned, my hometown isn't Hamel, it's Rockwell, the town you brought me to. One of these days, I'll find a way to pay you back for everything you've done for me. I don't regret joining the academy or trying to find out about my past. It was my own choice. Because of that, I got to meet Kurt, Billy, Bunny, Ponylogs. You're not a bad bunch. No, even some of the instructors are okay, I guess. So I figure I gotta at least say thank you. Not just for me, but for Mom too. Curse it's... For a kid who wouldn't talk at first, you sure grew up to have grown him off on you. Look at me, getting all sentimental. You're like such a chump. But hey, all this only goes as far as you getting me off the street. Huh? Being bred astray and sending me out during the field exercises. Well, that's a different story. I think you've got a debt to pay, you feel me? Already deserved. There was raining his shit out. Man, that felt good. You're trying just a little too much. I hope this did you some good, Ash. Hoffen wir das mal. Though not free from the curse, Miguel and Brad still had plenty of crimes to answer for. After turning him over to the authorities, Rean summoned Vladimir to return him and Ash to the creatures too. Had me really there for a minute. I'm glad it all worked out. Trust me, I was just as surprised to find out Miguel is the guy I owe my life to. At least now I feel like I can let the past go. Well, that's good. Maybe for you. Right, enough sappy shit. Let's get back to the others. Fair enough, Mish. Fair enough. Aber damit haben wir auch sozusagen jetzt mal dieses Mysterium geklärt. Ich denke mal, eigentlich ist damit mit dem letzten Punkt ist eigentlich so ziemlich diese ganze arme Sache endlich mal aufgeklärt nach wie viel Spielen? 9? Also literally, wir wissen ja von Harmons Side Trace in the Sky First Chapter. Ja. Seitdem ist Hameln ein Thema und jetzt haben wir so zurück zu die allerletzten Punkte über das ganze Hameln-Ding endlich mal durch. Das Einzige ist noch, was offen ist, ist halt natürlich, dass sich Ash und Joshua noch ein bisschen mehr anfreunden, aber das kommt noch. So, dann haben wir noch 3 weitere. Wir haben auch noch 4 Points, genau. Den einiges schaltet sich jetzt mal später frei. Dann können wir erstmal dieser machen. There's only so much I can do from here. If only I could just head over there myself. What are you up to? Oh, Ian, you remember what my mother mentioned on the Gargantua, right? About a 5th? Sure.
なるほど。第5で建造していた。
The Leviathan.
卒業作品か。
The F Group's 5th development division. There were several rumors regarding them during the Civil War, but it all kind of blew over before I could ever get to the heart of it. I assumed it was the noble or reformist factions during a department created and run in absolute secrecy. When in truth, it was the Black Workshop who'd been keeping it under wraps. Yeah, it even slipped under the noses of Sharon and my mother. Seems they had a hand in those practice combat shells. Not to mention the Goliath, Odin I lost control in. I guess you know who came aboard as a specialist to help bring about the Sobosolas. So the questions at hand, then, when those took place and who the staff behind them were. Right, if we were at Winefall HQ in Ruhr, we could investigate at a much deeper level. It looks like mother and grandfather still haven't been able to make their way back. See. Lisa seems a lot more positive now that she's gotten past that incident in the Gargantua. I'd like to find out a few things about this so-called division myself. Maybe I could help her out. Hey, Lisa. Maybe too risky for the courageous too, to plot a course for Rue at the moment. But what if we used Runner instead? Huh? Here's then gratefully accepted Rean's rather convincing proposal. After inviting Sharon to come along with them, the trio had Vladimir take them to Rue via the Spirit Path. Schon wieder die ganze Zeit eigentlich so casually mit den Spirit Path nutzen können. In Cold Steel 2 war es ja noch so ein richtiger Struggle und jetzt ist halt einfach, ja, why not? What a relief. I'm so glad to see you're alright, Miss Elisa. You too, Sharon. I heard you had grit, but here you are. I'm sorry for worrying you guys. I apologize for all the complications I've surely caused. You're none of that. You two are the reason business here in the 4th division is as stable as ever. We've also been in contact with German Arena. We're here to investigate something regarding the 5th division, correct? Yeah, and if my intuition is correct, we should be able to flush out everyone involved with the plan we discussed earlier. We've taken control of the internal network and would greatly appreciate your assistance in this endeavor from here on. Of course, we'll take care of anything you need. Right, we show the full capabilities of the 4th division. By the way, you and me, Miss Elisa's, you know what, would you? Ah yes, what's wrong with you? Don't you know how to read a room? Oh well, looks like we're all set to go. I'll leave you guys to it then. The 4th division really comes through in a pinch, huh? They truly are most excellent, each and every one. The only thing they dedicate themselves to more than their work is learning all the details of their beautiful general manager's love life. And of course. Gossip muss es ja natürlich geben. Let's just leave the topic for another day. We have an investigation to get to, don't we? Thanks to the rigorous effects of the 4th Development Division members, the group managed to gather information on the company's internal activities. With Elisa and Sharon working together and Rean offering his input as well, the group eventually drafted the hypothesis of sorts. The crux of it being that the 5th Development Division, as it stood in an official capacity, was just a front. It did not operate it as a standard division, but rather as one in the shadows, maneuvering and directing members from each of the other divisions in secret. This seemed all too possible, given the numerous members across the departments had been confirmed to be engaging in mysterious and inexplicable acts. Further, they discovered several employees were currently on leave of some sort, some of whose whereabouts were completely unknown. With his intern and Elisa made an official report as a general manager to Chairman Arena. The group then developed plans to amend the issues, so as to prevent any underhanded activity from harming operations. That sure was a lot to go through. Definitely, but it sounds like things went just about as well as I could hope for, right? I wasn't surprised to hear that most of the employees trapped in this mess were struggling with debt or other hardships. It's never a nice thing to see, but investing in such thorough attention and discussion into the situation really brought things back around. Yeah, though it probably would take a while to clear things up for everyone, since there were so many staff involved. Still, even if things aren't 100% up to par yet, I can tell we are moving in the right direction. I'm sure. You know, Lisa, I think this is the happiest I've seen you in all day. Oh? Yeah, to be honest, I was having all kinds of weird thoughts for a while. Just got so worked up over one thing to the next. But after what happened with the spectral moon mirror and the Gargantua, I've managed to solidify my determination. No more doubts. Well, I guess Sharon coming back and reconciling with Mom played a big part in it too. But that sounds pretty self-centered, doesn't it? I don't think it sounds that way at all, Lisa. Well, maybe drawing near, but if the RF group re-established itself as the upstanding company it once was, it would inspire all sorts of people. Depending on how things develop, it's possible this war might not last long without an increase in arms productions. That's true. Of course, we still have to contend with all the complications the national mobilization law throws our way. But all the technicians and engineers out there do have their own ideas and dignity to uphold. If this incident causes a stir, it's sure to be a source of hope to them and whoever else may need it. Thank you, Rean, for bringing me this far. Don't mention it, all I did was home the spirit path. No need to be so modest, you're the real reason, Rean. It's the courage you gave me time and time again that's made it all possible. Facing Sharon and Mother, being ready to confront the man who used to be my father. All of it, so thank you. I couldn't be happier to be here at your side. Hey, sir. Do you remember the talk we had during the maintenance checkup a while back? Oh, that. I never asked anything unreasonable of you. I know how complicated things are, trust me. But it was impossible to take the first steps to rebuilding a massive company like I have. You've begun to patch things up with Sharon, as well as between you and Einer and the others. So I can have my hopes at least, right? Because I can see the light our relationship has. Warm and welcoming and waiting for us to take a chance.
Rean. 私も信じたい。信じさせてほしい。その光を。
Es ist so obvious, dass das Game Alisa und Rean als Canonship pusht. Es ist so hart. Sharon soon returned and offered kind words to Rean and Alisa. They then headed back to the Courageous 2 together after saying their goodbyes to the 4th Development Division. Weil das sieht man, das ist das erste Mal in diesen ganzen Bonding-Events in Cold Steel 4, dass Rean die Initiative ergreift und nicht die Mädels. We share a special moment with Alisa. Duh. Too bad for you, dass unser Pick eigentlich 4 ist. Für die ganzen Playthroughs. Yeah, who are you talking to? Oh, Instructor Rean, actually. Perfect timing. Would you mind giving this a lesson, Rean? George, thank you for your help earlier. No problem. It sounds like you're able to have a good chat with Scarlet. Nice one. Schon schön, wie es den optionale Dialog von George gibt, je nachdem, ob man mit zuerst Crow's Bonding Event gemacht hat oder nicht. Sehr cool. Thanks again for keeping an eye on Crow for me. Oh, I didn't do much really. So, did you happen to have information concerning the workshop? Yeah, I actually have something I'd like to get Altina's confirmation on. If you get in touch with her via the Courageous 2. Something you want confirmation on? The headquarters for the Black Workshop is located at the base of the Greyborn Mountains. However, it appears to have been abandoned at some point. It is completely deserted now. What? You mean the place where I was held captive? The very same. Not only is Aber gone, but he took enormous stores of research data and experimented salvadors with him. When I checked around this time yesterday, it had already been wiped clean. I had no idea they were planning anything like that. Maybe I simply wasn't trusted with the information. I was hoping I could get your thoughts on this, Altina, seeing as that's where you're originally from. I wish I had something useful to share. Unfortunately, my memory of that time is still a bit hazy. However, I think this might actually prove to be a good opportunity for us. And so, I'm trying to track them down now, so I can't really help directly, but if you're interested, you should have enough time to investigate the workshop site before we need to head to the next shrine. Oh, gotcha. Well, it definitely could be a good chance to find out some new information. Though the probability of finding anything conclusive there is likely close to nil. Still, I don't think it would be an entirely fruitless endeavor. There could be internal salvadors, S-weapons, the combat shells, and homunculi like me and Millium. What do I know? I secured a tentative infiltration route. I know it's asking a lot for you to trust me, given the mess I've made of things. If you do decide to do this, though, please contact me through Altina. Yeah, really bad. I'll be making preparations, just in case. Natürlich gucken wir uns an, was im Workshop rumliegt. Vor allem ist klar. Oh, ich weiß nicht, ob das schon noch was Kleines hintet für später. Aber mal gucken. Ich hab's nicht ganz im Kopf. Ich glaube, ich habe dieses Bonding-Event beim ersten Playthrough auch gemacht. The back workshop is completely deserted. We don't know why, but this could be our chance to investigate it. There could be intel on his house alerts, as weapons, the combat shells, and homunculi like me and Millium. Oh yeah, well, it's understandable, but that would be on her mind. It may be completely deserted, but it is the Gnome's headquarters, so I think we're gonna need some help. Should we can talk to the connect with George and go investigate the back workshop? Yes. The back workshop. We need to consider the risk, but there's a lot we could potentially gain by checking it out. Let's fill everyone in first and then get in contact with George. Understood? I'll tell everyone right away. Rean briefed those on board about the situation and received approval for the plan to investigate the black workshop. As a precaution, the small team tasked with infiltrating the facility was supported by the courageous two. Ada and Crow contacted George. He headed to the workshop using a teleportation gate that he had secret access to. Ooh, actually a full party. So this is the Black Workshop. Used to be the Gnome's HQ, huh? They might still be using it in some capacity, you never know. Angelica, do you remember the last time we were here? Clear as day, the mass didn't mess with my memories from that time. You guys had to take on the Chancellor, the Steel Maiden, and the Blazing Demon all at once. It was crazy. But now all is still and quiet. Frankly, it's unsettling. Not a soul in here, besides us. It feels abandoned. These conditions are ideal for us. We can conduct our investigations without interference. Okay, we'll go to the S-Weapon lab. I've been curious about the origins of my Berserker and Shirley's Testarossa. When we met in Stargazer's Tower, we were enemies. Are we working together? What a Ford. Stimmt, ja. Wir haben nicht vergessen, dass ja auch im Crossbell-Arc ja schon gegen die gekämpft haben. Nur da hat Stüberli noch nicht als Stüberli gezeigt. Ja. Feels odd. Don't stab me in the back, please, Dewey. Don't come up with pet names for me. This was, we go check out the combat shell and house at our research lab. Maybe Ulrich left behind his research notes or something. You're going to the homunculus lab, correct? Are we okay? Yeah, I've been there once before when we came to save Instructor Rean. Sir Millium and I were born. Maybe there's still something to learn there. Yeah, maybe. Let's see what we can find. The HS2 will be patrolling the area around here. Return at once if you're in danger. You're waiting here. Let us know if anything goes wrong. Alright, everyone knows what to do, so let's get started. I think I know what these are. OZ series incubation tanks. Test subjects which failed to become Millium or me. They were discarded when we were born. It's disgustingly cruel. The DG Cold was researching something similar a few years ago. It's Rean. You know, dass I know always einfach einen kleinen Callback zum DG Cold zu haben, aber fair enough. Oh, what the... An OZ Mirage. It's an archaism manufactured at the Black Workshop based on Ouroboros' designs. Seems to be inactive. Perhaps it malfunctioned, and they left it behind when they moved to a new base. Huh? I kind of things I did when I was escaping before. I didn't do anything to this particular unit, but still. Feel sorry for it. Left like this. But at least leaning against the wall. Structure. Ja. Auf den Kapsel habe ich ja auch schon hingewiesen, als wir vorbeigerannt sind. Bei der Infiltration. Aus Gründen. Is this white capsule? It doesn't look like an incubator. I noticed when we were here last. Because it is in this area, it must have been involved in the outside series research. It's deactivated and locked. Something about it bothers me, but it's not like we'll find out more just by looking at it. But why does it sound familiar? Wie es auch nur wieder ganz leicht angeendet wird, Jesus. Ich sag nichts weiter dazu. Aber dieser kleine Inkubator wird für uns noch sehr relevant werden. Empty tanks. Was that? Wait, 73 and 74? That's... Yes. These are the tanks where Millium and I were grown.
この子が僕の妹か。ごめんね。すぐに忘れちゃうと思うけど。外に出たらちゃんと再会して一緒に遊ぼうね。
How odd. This place is so lifeless and desolate. And yet it fills me with nostalgia somehow. It's completely normal, Altina. It reminds you of your sisterly bond with Millium. Yeah, I suppose that must be it. The bond was once the only thing I knew I could trust. Both Millium and I were created for the sole purpose of becoming the sword. This knowledge was hidden from us and seared deep within our memories, but we always sensed it. That's why I envy Millium. I don't know. She sacrificed herself to protect those dear to her, even though it meant becoming the sword.
守らなきゃ。守らなきゃ。リーンさんを、ヒューナさん、クルトさんを、ミュゼさんに、アッシュさん、ミリアムさんに、他のみんなも。
That's what I wanted too. I wasn't afraid of what might happen to me. I'm sure that is precisely how Millium felt as well. Although, the Millium that the Spectre Moon Mirror showed us had regrets.
ごめん。やっぱり僕、まだまだ未熟だったんだね。みんな守るなんて聞こえはいいけど、あんなにみんなを悲しませるなんて夢にも思ってなかったんだ。
Finally understood that myself. It dawned on me when you saved me at Isengard mountain range the other day. Oh. I appreciate the sentiment, but please don't do that again. Talk things through with someone. Don't just rush out on your own. See, I was really panicked. Yeah, I'd never seen that much fear in your eyes before.
いつも頼もしいこの人にも弱いところだってある。その弱さを私なりに守りたい。そんな風に思うようになりました。
It's kind of you. Changed a lot out, you know? So I'm not really sure I've played a role in it. I'm really impressed by how you've grown. Oh ja. Adina hat einen extrem guten Character Growth hingelegt. But thank you, I'm honored that you care so much about me, Adina. You're welcome. Ist auch einer der Gründe, warum ich Adina seine Charakter so sehr mag, weil sie hat einen extrem krassen Character Growth. Ich bin auch schon mal noch gespannt, wie ihr, in was für Kapazitäten wir sie auch dann im Calvard-Arc und späteren Spielen dann noch sehen werden. Weil, ja, wie gesagt, Calvard-Arc werde ich auch blind reingehen. What's the matter? It's nothing, I just experience an emotion I find difficult to put into words. It is different from what I feel towards Jonah or Kurt. How do I say it? It is joyous, but a bit suffocating. And there's a warmth and excitement as well. Is this familiar affection? Camaraderie? I've read about various kinds of love. Is this the same kind that Elisa and Elise feel toward you? I don't know. Maybe it's best if you take it easy. I'm sure you'll figure it out for yourself in time. I mean, you still have a lot to learn about feelings and stuff. Take it one step at a time.
教官、何かごまかそうとしていませんか？それとも不埒なことを考えているとか？
Ich mag auch einfach die Synergie zwischen den beiden. Of course not. So that she's become more emotionally mature, and both happy and concerned, thinking about the future. Yeah, I think it would be good. Rean and Einer joined the team members who searched the other areas, and they all returned to the ship through a portal. They didn't find the information they were after, but at least they discovered how many new Zaubersoldaten, Cometers, and OS Mirage units had been produced. Furthermore, they realized it was highly possible that the Black Workshop was moved to an entirely new location. Ich muss wirklich schon sagen, wenn ich über die ganzen Bonner-Games hinwegsehe, ich muss sagen, der Charakter mit eigentlich dem besten Charakter, also dem krassesten Character Growth, ist wirklich für mich Altena. Also wenn du es jetzt von einer individuellen Person siehst, Altena. Ansonsten... Rean würde ich nicht sagen, weil Rean eigentlich immer die ganze Zeit mit demselben struggelt und das einfach nicht lernt bis zum Ende. Das ist halt wirklich das Ding bei Rean. Und der Rest von der Klasse 7 ist halt einfach so, der Character Growth ist halt einfach die Klasse zusammen.
Yes.
Also vermischt sich halt einfach alles aufgrund dieser Klassenzusammenhalt. Deswegen ist es wirklich für mich eigentlich Altena. Komplett. Und halt den Vorteil, dass halt in Cold Steel 2 halt schon aktiv da war. Und da schon Character war. Das Ding, was das Problem ist mit Music, Kurt, Ash, Juna, ist, dass sie halt wirklich erst nur seit Cold Steel 3 da sind. Das heißt, sie haben jetzt noch nicht viel Zeit gehabt, Character Growth zu kriegen. Obwohl sie auch guten Growth hatten, Juna vor allem. Und den anderen halt so... Jesus hat einen relativ großen Growth. Geiles. Crow hat eigentlich einen guten Growth. Aber ja. Queen 4 halt auch ein bisschen. Ich würde eigentlich schon sagen, 4 noch mit am meisten. Deswegen ist es auch wahrscheinlich der Grund, warum ich auch als Altena 4 so sehr mag. Fee, it's a box of cigars you got there. Here, and a lighter too. The boss left him behind. I was thinking it might make a decent memento of him. See, you've all seen that sort of thing, I take it. Yep, heavy drinker, heavy smoker goes hand in hand. Good Sarah's dad was the one who converted him to this brand, actually. Really now, it does seem like the kind of thing two Jaegers could bond over. Make sure you take good care of it. I will, with the lighter at least. Not sure what to do with the cigars though, I'm not so keen on smoking them myself. Actually, are you free right now, Rean? There's something I want to take care of before we head to Crossbill. I think I see where this is going, with the box of keepsake cigars. I'm guessing you're going down to the surface? I don't mind taking along. Where are you heading? Thanks. So about this place. Oh, das ist hier ins Grab. So, das ist das Board. Just... Nee. Zephyrs Grab. Wollen die in der Nähe von Hameln? This is what? We're just to the south of Hameln. Better than putting it right inside the town. I don't think it would go over well. Should be far enough though. Besides, it's only temporary. Ah, okay. You think this is okay? Yeah. Leo and Sina have already finished paying their respects. Warum sieht die Area genauso eigentlich aus wie die von Alessin? Wahrscheinlich ist es einfach ein bisschen Copy-Paste. I should got smoking with them. But whenever I ask, they look at me like I sprouted rings. Maybe it's a generational thing. Not a lot of women used to smoke in their days. Yeah, that's probably all it is. Still, it kind of feels like a waste to throw this whole box away. Don't mind if I have one. I don't really know if it will count, but I like to try. I didn't know you smoked, Rean. I don't, this will be my first time. Sharing one with a youngster like me probably wouldn't mean anything to Rutger. Don't say that. Do you know how to do this? I think so. You snip the end first, right? Ain't hating too much. Most always say that was a rookie mistake. Don't try to blow the smoke down too young. Just let it drift around inside your mouth a little. Okay. Gotta be honest. I don't know what people see in this. Yeah, it's not for everyone. You can give the rest to the boss some other time. Yeah, how about it as in on this? Zeno, Leo, everyone. Sorry, we didn't know if we should interrupt. Figured it'd be worth paying our respects anyhow. Thank you. Guess you did know him a long time too. In that case, mind if I join the party? Surely. Huh? You guys. Figured you'd show up eventually. I came to share one last drink with the Eher King. I brought along a bottle of his favorite bourbon. Nice. Very safe, he. Thanks for coming. We've got cigars if anyone wants one. Hey, so what are the chances I can get you to pass some of this stuff over to me? Surely it's supposed to be Ash oder Shara. Of course. And for you, young miss. You know, he's done our age, surely restrained. Yeah, Uncle Sigmund would kill me if he found out. I expect people in this line of work to be strict about this kind of stuff. You'd be surprised. They got their own code to stick to. I don't pass the time reminiscing about the Eagle King. Eventually, everyone except for Rean and Fee had said their farewells and left. You sure did touch a lot of people's lives. The members of Nidhogger and the Northern Eagles might be coming by later. Yeah, he might have had even more connections than Sarah's dad. Not that all of them stayed friends. He made his fair shares of enemies too. But even that was just business. I know that anyone who disliked him personally. Fee.
大丈夫。煙が染みただけだから。
Natürlich.
それに、こうしてると、まるで団長にハグされてる気がする。
Really? No, I'm lying. He might smell like smoke too, but being here with you is totally different. So I describe, it's kind of relaxing and exciting all at once. Well, that's a surprise.
だから無神経。女心をちゃんと理解して。
Right, I'll do my best. It's disrespectful to Radgar's memory. I apologize later, I promise. So, damit hat man diese ganzen Bonding-Event Odyssey hinter uns. Und dann... Einige kommt noch später, dafür müssen wir vorher eine Sidequest machen. Und ja. Game sagt, ich soll mir eine Backup-Save machen. Dementsprechend machen wir jetzt mal eine Backup-Save. Just in case. Okay. Gut, dann... Mit wem müssen wir reden? Warum müssen Rean und Jessica hier rumrennen? Training room 5th floor, right? Das ist nicht der Training room. Uniforms military combat maneuver 22 branching slice. I'm supposed to improve this attack. This isn't the only one giving me trouble. It's difficult. I've said a million times, you're thinking things, Rean. It's not just recreating how a move looks from the outside, you need to grasp the logic behind it. Not that I'm in position to offer much advice. Just yeah, Wayne. Hey, getting a bit of training in. Dr. Rean. We are, in a certain sense. I've asked Jessica to observe me right now. Even though I know she wants to focus on your own training. I'm sorry, Jessica, I'm being selfish. Oh, I don't mind at all. In fact, observing your movements is good for my own training. It gives me another approach. Sorry I can't offer better advice. Schlechten school does have its share of fencing techniques, but overall it's primarily focused on spears. Any other advice I share just ends up being more conceptual than anything concrete. It's going to be helpful. It's proving to be a good reference for my improvement. The way things are for me right now, it's not so much who's giving me instructions or advice. It's a battle with myself. I must overcome my own limits. I won't keep you any longer, Jessica. You really should focus on your own training. I appreciate all the help. And you don't need to worry about me, Instructor Rean, I promise. Rean? You know, to make some good points. I would like to tie in Jessica's development too, seeing as she's here and all. Maybe I should call the girls in then. Right, so I have an interesting proposal for the two of you. And there's no better form for training than sparring. So if we could find a way to make the training more meaningful, just leave it up to me. Can I get you two to wait here for a moment? It's Dr. Rean. See... How did I end up here? You grumbled, duty, but you were kind enough to help out in the end, were you not? Just thought it would be good to get some exercise in. Just here for my benefit, that's all. So the Rean, what's... As I said, and duty the swift. Does this mean that you're going to have a spar? Without it, you and Rean are going to fight as a team. That's, I finally have the honor of seeing your schlechten school techniques on up close, Jessica. One of my dreams have come true, thanks to agreeing to be involved. But what's with this arrangement, Instructor Rean? Beyond that forms military combat and fencing techniques adopt the forms of the Azad and Vendor styles. And due to these sword techniques, the basic of which you learn from the Steer Maiden, shares many points in common with the Azad style. You'll find much more to learn from them than my 8 leads from Blade style. And the same can be said for Jessica's Layden school techniques, of course. Yeah, that's exactly right. Makes sense. This is probably an ideal type of training for us. Seems like a real challenge, but that just means that it's truly worth doing. Yeah, let's get started. I won't go easy on either of you. Alright. Once the both of you reach new heights, be the groundwork for your future development. Yes, ma'am. Understood?
かかってきやがれですわ。さあ、全力で来るがいい。じゃあ。
もらった。
もらった。
Achso, sie hat Shiny.
後期長すぎますわ。それ。じゃあ。もらった。
So, wo muss man das schon hier hinter, bitte? Facing no, impede, def. Oh, no, leave my strength down. Ich will sie ja auf Jessica fokussen lassen. Ich möchte gerne, dass ich so beide treffe, aber anscheinend nicht. Lass einfach Rean in Ruhe. So. Tablet muss schon wieder laden. Können wir uns erstmal durch, oder wie? Ja, gehen wir schon auf den Sack, ne?
てみなさいな。
Der hat keinen Damage gekriegt? Nice.
そこだ。
もらった。正気スキルもらった。
そこだ。もらった。頼むゼシカ。
任せて。ともらった。よくぞここまで。やりますわね。
Sehr schön. Und sollten mit 2 AP kriegen. It's enough. I think it just about made it. Right, we're at our limits there. We both kept up marvelously. I suppose you can say that. That was pretty brilliant, you two. Hope you both feel like you've got a lot out of this. I did. It was a great help. It was nice being able to identify areas that need improvement. I knew you'd do well with it, Jessica. I say, the stiffness I felt before the match has completely disappeared. Yeah, I could tell just by watching. It looks like you unconsciously absorbed Laura and Dewey's techniques, and even Jessica's too. In any case, it looks like repetitive training might actually be a counterproductive approach for you. It's in a struggle, learning to let the tension fade from your shoulders is actually quite difficult. Sometimes you simply must swing recklessly without giving much thought to anything in particular. Thank you, Laura. Keep that in mind. You also need to rely on those around you. Take a look around and you'll find yourself surrounded by many KO warriors. It would be a crime not to seek their advice. What are you looking at? Don't give me that looks like who's talking face. I was thinking the opposite, actually. I agree, I was just thinking that you've changed quite a bit. I don't know what you're talking about. But it's a bit cute, too. Yeah, I agree. I know, you've both given me some invaluable experience here. Thank you. Sehr schön. Oh, wir haben einen Süßstempel davon bekommen. Nice. Oh. Können wir machen. Ist mir relativ egal, gegen was ihr schwach oder stark seid. Oh, Dancing Petals. 20% Evade. Jetzt für meine 2 Dodge-Tanks tatsächlich nice. Wasser. Galaxia Walla hier. Wir haben das nächste neue Aircraft. Nice. Oh wait, das sind Level 1 und 2. Ich habe Level 1 gemacht. So.
続きます。甘いよチャンス。追撃します。私の番だ。排除する。行きますね。
トゥルトゥルトゥルトゥルトゥル
はあ、行こっか。排除する。崩れた。追撃します。行きます。やあ。
甘い崩れた
続きます。
マイルせい今だ
続きます。やっ甘いよ崩れた。追撃します。行きます。行きます。はいやっはあ。敵集団を撃破。やったね。各種ステータスせ
Oh, bla. Das beim Laufen Trigger, dass wir mit eurem EP-Heim weiter ein Trigger nicht, was nicht aktiv auf dem Feld läuft. Dann helfen wir mal.
気分爽快ね。強敵です。注意してください。
届け先行陣交流裏早瀬はあ崩れたリゼ援護
了解や。甘いよお返し。行こっか。排除する。
マイル裏早瀬はあ崩れた
続きます。はい。
You know what? Zeig mal, was du drauf hast mit Galaxy Wally.
さあ舞台の幕を開けましょう。レッツスタート。まだまだここからが佳境です。ロードガラクシアご満足いただけましたか？
Ich mag den Touch, dass es triggert mit der kleinen Waffe, die er eigentlich mal als Selbstmordwaffe mitgenommen hat.
任せて。排除する。チャンス。追撃します。行きます。起動。レッツ。
マイル断ち切るみんな
So. Dun, 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 dun. So, looking easy for both of them. Just hope they can work together. Sind wir irgendwie stark? Greetings, Dr. Rean. There's only Kyria currently on the service to help the main campus. Sure, follow. What kind of help are you talking about here? The issue is that the Dörflinger's medicinal stock has been depleted to the point where it's no longer enough. We asked if we could lend any of ours, but we don't really have that flexibility, you see. But Kyrie said that he can produce some for us as long as we can find the necessary ingredients. Let's see. He's amazing with that kind of stuff. Yeah, he really is. So it looks like he needs 2 different ingredients to do it. Got the Dörflinger hiding out by what's left of the Sutherland field exercise camp. According to Kyrie, if we head over to the main road and the campus's outskirts, we should be able to acquire both. Sydney happened to be around, so he got dragged along. They've gone down together to each look for an ingredient. When the main campus heard about its duration, Fritz and Ada both offered to pitch in. Oh, that's true. Always good to have, good help to have. Definitely, but the search doesn't seem to be going well. It might not be appropriate for me to say, but I'm also concerned about the pairs. Kyrie and Frizz are working together, and Sydney and Ada make up the other team, but... Let's see. Definitely never seen experience in the field with their current partner. Right, so I guess all we can do is wait for the good news, right? Suppose they're gonna have to need any kind of backup or assistance. True. Not sure about that stock. Something feels a little off to me, so I think I'll lend him a hand. Oh, would you? Would certainly be able to help. Well, I don't mind at all. I'm free right now anyway. Where are they searching right now? Carrie's on Hammer Road and Sydney's on Palm Bay Road. Thanks again, instructor. I'll get in touch with both teams as a precaution. Dann. Stimmt, wir haben noch die Trial Chest. Guys und Juices. Machen wir die erstmal. Bevor wir hier losstürmen. Juices und Guys. Dann können wir uns auch Richtung Hammer Road aufmachen. Ich will gerade gucken, dass ich nicht auch irgendwie meine verpasst habe. Aber das sieht okay aus. Nicht gescannt, alright. Hast du Shining? Und das. Sind die jetzt gescannt? Ja. Ja, damit sind wir gescannt. Relativ quick and easy. Boom. Natürlich hat diese Saber abgegradet. Der muss genutzt haben. Road. Nee. Das könnte Palm Bay Road, ne?
任せて。
Ich mag immer noch das Theme hier.
せい。
Hey, isn't that Kyrie from the bench canvas and Fritz from the main canvas, if I'm not mistaken? Looks that way. Oh, there it is. So it's gotta be a Samuria Moss. It's the same kind of church using the special medicines. So this is what you've been looking for. And I've picked it out as anything special on yourself. Sure is good to have an expert on the team. This all took longer than I expected, but at least we're done. This doesn't look good. I have to do something. So, Kyrie, you want to get in the way? Let somebody safe to hide. I'll take care of this. But... not so fast. I'll take you on. Wait, I can help. Please, be careful. I already messed up this time. Miss Kyrie, you take on that monster. You ended this one. Yes, instructor. Another magic knight, natürlich.
強敵です。注意してください。
Heat up his armor. Do not turn the heat up, I guess.
咲き誇る風化神。
今だ。
続きます。私の番だね。
甘い、崩れた。
続きます。行きます。 アークスクダウン。任せて。せい。私の番ですね。はあ。
行くぞ。螺旋崩れた。
続きます。任せて。やはあ。とどめ。それ。行きます。アークス、私の番ですね。アークス、や駆動。
Got wrecked.
戦闘終了。お疲れ様でした。
Als Scave gegen Bossfight ist das auch immer wieder nice.
よし。
Oder what's me, Bosses? Really charged! Sehr schön. Ich werde im Final Dungeon auf jeden Fall nochmal so eine S-Craft Exhibition machen. Meteorite? Yeah, I think so. Oh, broken bones here. That's a relief. So, were you able to get what you needed? You were, I guess, thanks to you all. Ritz, you okay? I'm fine, it's pretty damn useless back there. Show no respect for your abilities, failed to properly assess the situation, and charged in like an idiot. Kyrie, I'm really sorry for what I said. If anyone was in the way, it was me. You're so hard on yourself, Fritz. We couldn't have defeated that monster without you. Besides, I'm used to people making snap judgments because of the way I look, so don't sweat it. You're good. Kyrie, you might just be one of the strongest people I've ever met. I'll be counting on you to keep me out of trouble. It'll be my pleasure. You did a bump in the road, but it looks like their bond is stronger than ever now. Maybe for them. Kyrie has grown so much that it's almost like he's a different person. Right, he's become a true paragon of Elabonia manliness, I'd say. Instructor, I haven't had a chance to probably thank you yet. Can't imagine what might have happened if you hadn't shown up. Get back to the Devling Inn and get ready to mix up some new medicine. If you could tell about Sandy and Ada, that would be great. You bet. Give it to me. Schon mal eine Runes gehen, weil das auch als neu angezeigt wird. Ich weiß ja eigentlich noch nie scheinbar hier richtig groß umgeguckt, aber gut, es gibt auch nicht so viel zu sehen hier am Ende, ne? Abgesehen von den abgebrutzelten Häusern. Oh! Das war Barrel here. Seems the great light has dissipated, and with it, the channel to the spirit realm has closed. A slumbering presence I sense here still feels as it could... Oh, never mind. Seriously? You're just gonna leave us hanging after saying something like that? So, noch die Kanal wieder rum wenigstens. So, Palm Buyer Out 2. Ja, okay. Sie werden gemobbt. Look at a lot of monsters. Looks like someone surrounded. Come on, I've got to help him. Here I try to draw the big one's attention. Here's a chance to escape. But what's the chance against the thing? Oh, it needs to escape. It's you. Oh, come on. I always wanted to play the knight in shining armor. Just didn't know it would hurt this much. I'm gonna do my best to create an opening. Just get it ready to run. Rean, I don't believe it. So you think you can cover us? Sure, these monsters are nothing compared to that brood. Can I count on you to fall back up later? Do you really have to ask?
強敵です。注意してください。
届け先行陣降臨はあ今だ
続きます。行こっか。拍手崩れた。追撃します。はい。
You know what?
あとはお願いします。任せて。
Radiant charge it is.
さあ行くわよ。
Oh lol.
エネルギー
Lieber da uns einfach ein random Upgrade kriegen.
まだまだ。ゴー。バリアント。チャージ。
Woher kommt das random Upgrade?
俺の番だな
Das frage ich mich so ein bisschen.
いただき。行こっか。チャンス。追撃します。はあ、なんとかついてやったね。各種ステータス。
Yeah, okay. Okay, looks like you're safe. See, I can't thank you guys enough. No problem. How's down for materials going? Just found what we were looking for when we got attacked. We're looking for a bear claw, a medicine herb native to the barrel that grows in damp environments. Ich glaube, wir hatten auch in der Barrel eine Sidequest einen Bear Claw zu sammeln. The conditions and plant life around here are similar to the barrel, so it seemed like a good place to look. It's close to a river, so there's plenty of moisture in the soil. Bear Claw, huh? I remember hearing about it in Celtic back when I was a student. For me, it all came rushing back when Carrie said he needed a spiky herb that looked like an animal claw. I remember Freddy found some when we had field exercise in Sutherland. How about that? You got data? I was just thinking that I may have mistrusted you a little. But however noble your intentions may have been, I don't think much of your knight in shining armor act. Do you think I can't tend it myself just because I'm a woman? Come on, you know I didn't mean it like that. If anything, I'd say most of the girls I know are better at finding monsters than I am. Very enlightened of you, Sydney. Oh, really? Truly, yours is a mind free of prejudice. Free from prejudice. I'm bad at as to how you can still be single. might have to go there. For what's worth, I'm grateful. Huh? Did you just actually say something nice to me? What's been your imagination? This is fun to watch. Yeah, quite insane ground there. It's a good way of putting it. You just enjoy the show. Just enjoy the show. Thank you again for rescuing us, Instructor Strotze. Well, hey, have Kyrie and the others finished collecting a shirt? In that case, we've just got to head back to the Dörflinger so we send up some supplies. We'll go with you. They returned to the Dörflinger thanks to Kyrie and the main campus students. They were able to quickly gather the necessary materials. The reason that we will be able to fully maintain our medicine supply, I really can't thank you enough. It's true, you could never have done it without you, Kyrie. Don't mention it. We have each other out in times of need. Oh, come on, man. I told you not to be so formal all the time. Well, I'll take my hat off to you, Kyrie. And you as well, Dr. Schwarzer. You truly saved us out there. It was all you, honestly. You guys really gave it your all. By the way, that's something that's been on my mind for a while now. Hey, Fritz, are you an Ada, you know... What about me and Ada? Goodness, Annie. Is that what you occupy your time with? There's nothing going on between us. Why don't we drop this topic of discussion and focus a little more on the task at hand? Oh, that's what he meant. Well, it was a very Sydney type of question, wasn't it? You can just consider that one of my unique qualities. You can't just consider it one of my unique qualities. Hold on, just listen for a second. That was what I expected, but all in all, everyone seems to have grown closer. After that, Kyrie and Sydney went back to the Garages with Rean and reported back to Stark. Yeah. So. So. Hier müssen wir von einer anderen Sache raus ein. Wo haben wir die Arne Hills? Genau. Warum wir hier rennen, das ist bitte gleich zu hin. Jetzt ist die Müll hier weg. Ein bisschen von dich. Das sind alles komplette Low-Level-Monsters. Ups. Ich wollte nicht reinrennen. Wie viel XP geben die überhaupt? 69. Nice. I had to. I mean, ich kann das ganze Set mitnehmen. Something's wrong here. Rean, are you right? Isn't there a teleportation zone linked to Iron Village just ahead? There was, yeah. But I doubt something unusual is going on. This person's I'm picking up on doesn't sit right with me. We should go into this fully prepared. Yep, let's go. Anyways, Your Highness, this could be dangerous. I'll take the lead here, watch my back. Right. Ist eigentlich für Bonus-AP? Nee, ne? Nö, einfach nur durchstoppen. Okay. We're up against here. If I know soon enough, just focus on staying safe. Ah, red constellation. Yeah, okay. Goodness me. Nee, sind die Enhanced Jägers, nicht die Red Constellation. It's just like what we saw before on the Pentacruel. A rule about ship and Enhanced Jägers. What do you need the teleportation stone for? They might have gotten to the other teleportation stone too. It's a good thing you found this. Something must be going on in Aaron. It would be wise to return to the creatures too for now and gather intel. Got it. So short back to the safe zone. Somehow should be in stealth mode. After that, Rean and the others returned to the ship. As they were working to give information, they managed to contact the others. As a result, they determined that the other teleportation zone was also under the control of the Enhanced Tigers. It was presumed that those in Erin village were being suppressed somehow. What else is going on? Society shouldn't have the time to pull a stunt like this. What are they thinking? You're right. Ouroboros is sure to prioritize carrying out its ultimate plan. As such, you'd think they would be focusing on Crossbill, since the steam maiden is there, but... Right, I'm fairly certain this is a do-or-die moment for Ouroboros as well. Especially since it seems they are fighting against the church and the other groups all over the continent at the moment. Then again, even though Ouroboros looks logical, some of their guys fool around way too much. Sharon and Dewey probably know all about that. Either say my name right or don't say it at all. Right, Ouroboros is unique in that a chain of commands, such as one you might see in the state-run organization, does not exist. All plans are ultimately under discretion of the Angus, and despite their requests that enforcers and the units under them operate. But the enforcers are free to decide if they will operate in response to said request. There are probably a lot of cases of illogical amusements like these that work their way in. It's their misery how the society has managed to last so long. The Nasagers aren't the same as the Nomasort, are they? Right, there are some that use their talents to work their way into the Jaeger Corps. But they're different. They're usually former soldiers and mercenaries taken in under contract and used as disposable pawns. There's even a mechanism that can strengthen the body and reset the memory within the contracted period. What? Well, they did seem a bit strange, now that you mention it. It reminds me of the members of Jester. They were the ones who carried out a raid on Erebonian guild branches 4 years ago. They were suppressed and captured, but none of them remembered who hired them or gave them orders when they were questioned. It's very disturbing if you ask me. Also lines up with the rumors regarding the Faceless and his abilities to manipulate memory. Really a lot of shady stuff going on behind the scenes. In any case, they seem to lack the basic decency and honor of true warriors. Yeah, I don't want them to be lumped in with real Jaegers. But Gilbert seems a bit different, doesn't he? He did help out once in Phantasma. So the ex-secretary of Rean pledged himself to Ouroboros as the regimental commander of the Enhanced Jaeger Corps. Just something I heard from his tale, but you know him too, right? Back when unusual events began occurring in Barrel, he caused his fair share of trouble. He occupied the Royal Academy during the chaos of the Orbital shutdown too. Can't exactly put my finger on it, but something here that feels similar. It's highly possible, isn't it? Aside from the sanguine ogre, it seems the Angries and enforcers are headed for Grossbell. While debating, let's just start dishing out punishment. It's for everyone in Aaron village and the others too. We've got favors to repay. Here, let's roll them up to get a message across that we never want to see that shit again. Let's take care of this ahead of time then, before heading to Crossbow. With the personnel we have here, I think that we'll be able to take care of it in short order. Guys, thank you everyone. Help would be greatly appreciated, truly. Telepathic communication with the village is not working at the moment. Someone is interfering with it somehow. Looks like we need a detailed plan and quickly. At least, Johannes, we need your help too. course. Alright everyone, let's begin devising our plan of action. And so Operation Free Aaron was hurriedly outlined, designed to fully utilize the Courageous 2. Fee, Sarah, Sharon and Artena would investigate the combat abilities of the Enhanced Jaegers beforehand. Meanwhile, Emma, Celine, Musi and Gaius would work their magic to peer into the barriers in a state. And 2 teams would be formed to act as a diversion for the Jaegers stationed in front of the 2 teleportation stones. Emma and Celine would create a break in the barrier, allowing the team led by Rean to power through and free the village. The team breaking through the barrier would also be joined by one of their contacts. Ich glaube, mein Team ist hier relativ hart gesetzt. Mal gucken, wen wir kriegen. I don't like this. You should have got permission from an Angus on Forza before heading out. Commander's such a sucker for grandstanding. Yeah, and always comes back to bite him. He's a real lost cause, that one. So I guess you gotta give credit where credit's due. He doesn't flake out, no matter how rough it gets. But I've heard orders this time around are coming from pretty high up. You know who wants to test out these new devices as soon as possible. Ja, wahrscheinlich nur Wartes. Yeah, no surprise there. I mean, I get he's an Angus and all, but he sure loves to put us through the ringer. Oh, now it's getting juicy. Care to tell me some more? The purple lightning? It's got his force branch campus kits with her too. Oh, you're umbrellas. I'm touched. What do you think you're doing? Have you really got time to race on something like this while the entire world's in trouble? As I ran a name, he won't let you hold the people of Aaron prisoner any longer. Oh, and I do hope you'll pardon the fact we are coming at you with forces far outnumbering your own. That was all this. Cadius mode. Have you advantage? We can do this. Don't show off the skills I've been shouting up. Yeah. What do you take us for? I guess it's Formation D, and let's show these kids what real soldiers can do. Yep. Die Reality da einfach am Rumfliegen ist. Is having Eclipse in the Swift too? Thought you headed to Crossbell. So sorry to disturb you during your looting. Appreciate you ceasing your activities, if you please. Good luck with that. Activate the charisms. But like the main troop, we need to buy more time. This will really let you. August 7 is here. You keep the village safe from the likes of you and cover the path for Rean and Eris. Etrix Spiritum Agrum Impedum Rapere, King of Spirits and Space Asunder. Damn, his skills are legit, woman. It's amazing what a general witch can do. Magic and all the arts really are quite different, aren't they? Hi, Robbie there. He should appear right at the St. Graal entrance. Carriers of the barrier looks to be 3 objects that have been placed inside. If you can utilize them, then everyone should be able to pass through unimpeded. Instead, let's do Deathstroke here. He's way overdue for a firm backhand. Military monsters, chasms, and the powerful unidentified presence detected. Wait, my idea is to protect you all. You too, Olivier. Take care of yourself out there. But of course. Alter, true, wir gehen nur komplett mit der Crossbow und Libero Party rein. Yes. I'm happy about that. Alright, here we are. It's the phase 1 entrance. Julian and the others came here for a training session. Excellent, we are making progress, one step at a time. I'm sure you'll be okay, Olivier. Here, and you're supposed to take it easy until you're fully recovered. Sure, we're not gonna be happy about this. Yeah, that's why I've asked my dependable allies to accompany me. If I was informed, there'd have been no need, I assure you. Appreciate it if you found the time. What's with your busy schedules and whatnot? Yeah, especially out in Tio. Isn't it a busy period for the good from the Foundation? It is not unmanageable. Besides, I had some business to take care of in this area. Same here. My has contacted me and asked me to head over to Legram. Well, we're really happy you're here. We'll find a regimental commander in the village and teach him a lesson. The village's safety is top priority. Agreed, let's head out. So. Ja, komm. Dann nehmen wir halt die Party, die wir halt am wenigsten so richtig spielen können und... I mean... Es ist Gilbert. Dementsprechend sollen sich die Leute drum kümmern. Where do you guys come from? Attempted a barrier. Were you hiding in the labyrinth this whole time? Don't mean think we're the type to set up camp in a labyrinth. But witch friends have a certain unique abilities. They're not of you, huh? It's very easy. Prepare to attack. You'll fight the regimental commander. System activate. Overgeht 3 in standby mode. Feast your eyes on my improvised performance. So, muss ich irgendwer von euch noch scannen? Jupp, dann komm mal rein.
俺の番だな。今だ。ティオスに頼む。
オッケー。行きます。ドライブ開始。続きます。
甘い。今だ。
続きます。
とどめだ。
やあ。
行くぞ。今だ。
続きます。私の番ですね。覚悟。チャンスです。
もらった。
行きます。行きます。
俺の番だな。
Hast du den Pete? Ja, du hast jetzt ein Delay. Wie lange das Delay ist, kann ich dann den Peten. Wenn der Delay gehittet hätte. Vielleicht aber hier nicht schon gesehen.
Ja. Overall Driver. 出力最大。エーテル。ストライク。
Oh, wir haben es ja auf Level 7 gebracht. Sehr schön. So muss es doch sein. So just the power station surely, the heavy blade and the red reaper. The foundation gun is center factory Mech 2. It is serious advantage. He's been neutralized. Better than I expected. Well, it seems their abilities were enhanced, perhaps through hypnosis and focus training. It is certainly within Urobo's capabilities. And as or not, they can't think on their feet. That's where we have got the upper hand. Let's continue to the village. Don't lag behind, Tito. Come in. Me too. Einfach durchprügeln. And Sherry spotted! Engaging target! Doesn't look like we can talk our way out of this one. Yeah, no, we beat here.
まとめてぶっ潰す。行くぞ。届け。
Dragon!
先行陣交流。マイル。
Da gibt es ziemlich die Bastel Orders, die wir halt haben.
続きます。お返しです。
よし。
続きます。
そこだ。
甘い崩れた。
続きます。
俺の番だな。せい崩れた。
続きます。行きます。ドライブ開始。
甘いぜ。チャンスだ。
続きます。私の番ですね。
So, können wir auch noch einen Mega-Impuls machen.
さあ、行きますよ。それそれ。オーバルエネルギー充填。40、80。まだまだ行きます。120%。オメガインパルス。発射。
Nice.
行くぞ。今だ。
続きます。
行くぜ。チャンスだ。
続きます。行きます。行きます。チャンスです。
行くぞ。せい崩れた。
続きます。
乗れ。
うま。
Scanning surroundings. It seems there are chasms in the vicinity. Also picking up some other unusual signals. It may be worth checking out. Perhaps that's what Emma was talking about. It's a teleportation stone that goes to the village. We take care of any chasms on the way. Okay, einfach ein Straight Shot dahin.
強敵か。強敵だ。油断するなよ。
MP3. Alright.
届け。先行陣交流。は崩れた。
続きます。
甘い今だ。
続きます。私の番です。チャンスです。
隙あり。
私の番ですね。いやー、崩れました。
もらった。
俺の番だな。は今だ。
続きます。
甘い崩れた。
続きます。
よし。チャンスだ。
続きます。
こい
One Dragonfall.
つ。とどめだ。ドラゴン。フォ
ー。俺の番だな。は崩れた。
続きます。行きます。私の番ですね。カノンみんな頑張って。
ありがとう。
わかりました。
神道滅却。我が太刀は無。見えた。おー。さあ。灰の太刀絶よ。
行きます。
Ja, mal für
Genbu!
den beiden hier ein bisschen.
Drive 開始。
よし
続きますよ。私の番ですね。
俺の番だな。
レオンシールド展開します。
行くぞ。せい、今だ。
続きます。はい。えい、崩れました。
隙あり、マイル。はっ。
行くぜ
行きます。カノンみんな
ありがとう
頑張って。
俺の番だな。螺旋撃。
はい。デミガンアブゼロ。
Bis.
俺の番だな
Dein Ernst?
チャンスだ
続きます。
マイル。はっ。
行きます。いや崩れました。
もらった
とどめです。
ティタ怪我して
You don't need us right now. Just buy Agora, Gerard, but they look like newer models than the ones they used in the barrel. The teleportation stone take us to the village. So I must have tampered with it to disable the teleportation function. Maybe related to what Emma was talking about. Such vicinities to see what we can find. Another suspicious device. Phew, take a look at this. Seems to be a contraption which interfered with the protective barrier. This is accurate. Scanning the target. Oh. That's Theodore's specialty. And this is complete. This is a very complex device. It syncs with all energy fields and hacks into them. See, so it's jamming the village's barrier, meaning it will be fixed if we disable the device. There are 3 in total. In order to restore the barrier to its normal function, all 3 must be deactivated. By destroying this one should at least allow us to reactivate the teleporter. Sounds like a plan. This should do it, right? Alright, you got it. Nice job, Tito. You know, you're the one who figured it out. You know, this device reminds me of the ones my grandpa invented. They were designed to shut out the effects of the Aureole during the orbital shutdown. Interessanter Callback. Sehr interessanter Callback. Yeah, that does ring a bell. What were they called? Zero field generators? They allow the use of orbments despite the shutdown, yes? Yeah, they cancel out the effects of the orbital shutdown. This is why he does the exact opposite. It generates a field which restricts the use of orb energy. Sir Bose is twisting Professor Russell's invention for their own plans. Yeah, it's not the first time they've pulled his eyebrow. I think I know who is responsible for this. Yep, I know what it is. They definitely confirm rumors that there's an engineer prodigy in Ouroboros' ranks. Whether we cross them or not, we need to get to the village. Right, let's focus on that for now. The Diversions team is doing a fine job in it out, but we ought to make our move swiftly. We ought to, yes. Damn it, this courageous tourist caught wind of us. Just when we had a chance to take this village down while the Crimson Ridge is out of the way. Can't believe the other witches managed to conjure a barrier that powerful of order and luck. can't take hostages and stall for time or anything. Maybe at that much of a dead end. Join the commander. Your orders? We have heard that another party is afraid to place. We have to retreat. Retreat? Think again. We were sent here by the 6th Angies, Professor Novartis. That means something. If the others had to crossbow, now's our chance to take initiative and show off what we can do. Just bring our towers out to plane. The 2nd and 3rd sectors. I want to keep them in reserve, but we've been left no choice. Roger that. Begin weapon transfer. Correct, runs on workshop. Affirmative. Fight to your very last breath. Alright, sure buy some time. To deal with these intruders, probably, and who better get the job done than me and my perfect ace in the hole. Damn. Alright, that should do it. Wait, everyone get back. Massive object detective. It's teleporting in. Sauersoldat. Is it a honey bar? It's just like the Hector model it's based on. They must have borrowed it from the Black Workshop. Oh, you're annoying pests. Crow, what's going on with the Divine Knight? It's no use. Telepathic channels are blocked. Because I have no one to count on but ourselves. Is that a magical barrier? It is, but it doesn't seem to be what Boris is doing. Watch out. Bring it on. More Jäger dudes. More Golden Dragon. Mehr Ausmalung. Ich bin echt gut am Freezen. Ja, kannst du hin? Und Rean, könntest du bitte mal counter? Hier kommt nicht ran wegen den ganzen Dudes. Alright, let's tear in the rest of them. Gotta look out for any villages around. The projections are top priority. Take care of any barrier generators. Straight out for the finale then. Yo. Ich muss nur mal Items, P-Charge. Und haben wir eigentlich einen, der von euch heilt? Was ist das einzige? Das ist der Rebel Ring. Sure, better than nothing.
よし、こんなもんか。
Look, right there. Get to working on it, Tito. You can count on me. I'm the pen and the device. I made a quick work of disabling it. Let's do it then. Just one more. For that, we've got some common here to use. And then no small. When I mentioned the sick angers, I had a sick feeling in the pit of my stomach. Try to come was all too heavy to bend over backwards to please the Angies. So it is good, but then, just as I suspected. So rest the regiment commander anyway, we're already on the retreat. Save your breath, we're not about to share any info with the enemy. And even if we wanted to, our tongues are straight up tied to screw with our heads. You know what I mean? Mind control by high level hypnosis. Makes me almost feel sorry for these guys. If you're not planning to get out of our way, we're just gonna have to cut right through you. You're about to eat your words. One taste of our superhuman strength and you'll be begging for mercy. No.
まとめてぶっ潰す。
届け先行陣交流 マイル崩れた
続きます。
Warum counter Rean nicht? Er hätte mehr als genug Opportunities dazu.
Kanon 展開。みんな頑張って。
ありがとう
Okay, bevor er ins CP geht, deswegen habe ich das gemacht.
神道滅却我が太刀は無見えたおーザ灰の太刀絶用
よし。
Dragonfall. Komm, Theorie kann ich genau ihn da setzen. Huh? Just now wasn't that... Didn't know for gators. What are you guys doing here? And obvious, we're here to repair that. The contact with is officially up. We can grant you guys as much support as you want now. Sweet. Snedogger? Well, what brings you here, my lovely little drakes? There I Ragnar girl. You out with the airships, so we're here to repay the favor. Ah, so that's why. I'd like to say you're doing just fine without your help, but let's be realistic. Assistance would definitely expedite the process. Thank you. Randomly putting on the ears. So sorry. Guys snuck in somehow. It was my turn managing the barrier. So my fault. Don't berate yourself, dear. We've all had our guard done after the hundreds of years our wish has passed without threat. And judging by the timing, they were waiting on Rose to leave to get the nerve to strike. And now that's said and done, it's good to see you're all still safe. The impenetrable barrier spell of yours was incredible, to say the least. Those are some kind words, but we barely just scraped by. All of us put together couldn't do any more than protect ourselves. We have our gratitude for all the help you've given us, but there are still other wretched contraptions around about the area. Oh, speaking of that, do you have any idea where the third device they brought in might be? Well, I saw them carrying something to the clearing outside the village, so that might be it. Really? We better get on to that then. I wonder if we run into Gilberto in those parts. Sounds like we got our work cut out first. Secure the exits from the village. I shall join you soon. Got it. Take care of yourselves. Oh, and this is for you. Go on and drink it. Und sowas wie Piri Store. Alright, da kannst du ja gleich richtig hart reinballern. Gilbert, du tust mir nicht leid. Du tust mir niemals leid.
7組の諸君が来るかと思えば懐かしい顔ぶれじゃないか。
Each roster edition surely in the flesh. Supposed to introduce myself. See if I already got to know your dear students very well. Your Regiment Commander Gilbert Stein, if I'm not mistaken. Jonah Ash on his tail had quite a bit to say about you. Oh, I'm sure. Said mistrusted us but over there. I'm pleased to see you have kept the same spunk about you. I got a gross note. Sincerely, my condolences for all that you've gone through. Gilbert. Thanks for the concern and all. Might be nicer if you really meant it. It's really been 3 years since we last met in Phantasma, Gilbert. With all our trials and tribulation, it feels like eons ago. Up to the same shenanigans as always, I see. You've already climbed up the ladder as well, haven't you? You better have. I ran from Chief Warrant Officer to Regimental Commander in our time apart. Now receive orders directly from Professor Novalis, the 6th Angus. Send me here to test his null field generators. You're telling me this was all the crazy old geezer's idea? So it's a rip-off of Professor Russell's dimension. I'd be more accurate to call it a modified version. At any rate, there's a little doubt this generator was used to take control of Aaron's barrier. And now we know that it's unrelated to the Phantasma Blaze plan that the other Angries are working towards. I must warn you, Gilbert, we'll use any means necessary to stop you if you make any further moves to harm this village. Right, the test is all well and done now, and we should be right on our way out of here. But then again, doing just a bare minimum isn't going to land me any more promotions, is it? If you care, get lost already. What's always had that ambitious streak, for better or worse. Man, just back up and go while we're still giving you a chance. I don't think I will. In fact, I was planning to take you all along. So ein dummer Apache. Teleport something like that in the Pentagram. This is another one of those near and improved mechanism menaces. So what do you think? Took an impression, doesn't it? That's just the right time to slip in one more that experiment for Professor Novalis. Get ready, here comes the most powerful land weapon in all of Erdobonia. What? It's a bold claim to make. Extreme quarters, this weapon far exceeds the capabilities of Panzer soldiers. Gotta be kidding me. In 18? It's the Imperial Army's most powerful tank. Looks like it's modified too. Where's a manned? This thing's completely automatic? It's a C-Unit technology from the Imperial Liberation Front. Normales klaut irgendwie anscheinend nur die ganze Zeit irgendwelche Technologien, statt welche neue selbst neu zu entwickeln. Yeah, this is the same kind of tank that's been deployed in Crossbow. Its firepower and endurance are incomparably higher than anything you've seen before. It's more like the tank Kanal used during this uprising. No, it surpasses even that. Yeah, Panzer darts and a chance against thing. It's some metal monster. And with the showing device operation, you can kiss calling a divine knight goodbye, Mr. Asian Showdy. So that's the A's up my sleeve. Your move now. So at maximum, we need some top tier teamwork to overcome this. Roger that. Guess I get to show my real stuff here. I'll begin free in standby mode. The system commands the overdrive. Sure, no mercy, Gilbert. Then to the rest of you, I lend my full support. The odds are yours.
さあこれで君たちも終わりだかな返したぜ行くぞ
So. Cool, Dragon.
先行陣交流行くぞ俺の番だな
かな
行きますカノンみんな
ありがとう俺の番だなはっ頑張れ今だ
続きます
かな
俺の番だなはっ行くぜ
I'm gonna take a fall rausballern.
行きます
Gut, ich will jetzt sagen wir mal ganz kurz
あと
das
はお任
Rallye.
せします
任せろ
Genau. Da kann ich den Berserker rausballern.
始めるとするかくらいベルゼルガー悪いな往生しろや
甘い崩れたもらったマイル俺の番だな
I don't know if Front zu tanken.
行くぞ
行きますブラストフォース
俺の番だな神道滅却我が太刀は無見えたうおーザついの太刀国よ
おうよ
Oh no, Berserker.
始めるとするかくらいベルゼルガー悪いな往生しろや
これがギルバート・スタインの生き様だまだまだうっひゃひゃひゃひゃひゃひゃ
It's Bugger Bugger when you're ready.
参る
War noch mehr Gunbus raus.
オーバルエネルギー充填40、80、まだまだいきます。 120%。 オメガインパルス発射。
行くぞ
おうよあとは頼んだぜ
請け負いました。
Yeah, I'm not gonna ask craft too often.
どうかお覚悟を。やーオーバルドライバー出力最大エーテルストライク。
まだだまだ終わらんよ。トーンクソったれ。あとは頼んだ。任せろ。アークス駆動くらえ。ほらくらえ。おうよ
Ich glaube, ich habe mich selber gehört, ne?
これで
くらえ。
はいドライブ開始。はい。アークス駆動。
トーン
助かりました。それ
くらえ。
お返しです。
トーン俺の番だな。
いきます。いきます。ドライブ開始。
行くぜ。チャンスだ。
続きます。
くらえ。見るがいい。
それはい。アークス駆動。
行くぜ。アークス駆動。頼む。バカン。ほら。
行きます。ドライブ開始。
おうよ
や私の番ですね。ごめんなさい。はい。あとはお任せします。
任せろ。
俺の番だなうなラス今だもらった
恨み晴らさ
Sehr
て
schön.
おくべきか。 相変わらずやるじゃねえか。
Ist interessant, was so ein
その銃剣こそさすがです
was zu finden mit so einer Party, die man normalerweise gar nicht so spielt. Und die man auch nicht selber bauen kann, so ziemlich. Are you serious? It wasn't just my drum card, but also the most powerful tank in history. It should be impossible for you to so much as scratch it. You don't give us praises enough credit, pal. Well, it was a walk in the park. Things might have turned ugly without you, Theodore. Just lucky that ours worked on that machine. I'd like to think my Obergear helped to give us an edge too. Could have a tough fight, but now it's over. Are you going to accept your defeat with grace, or would you ever go the hard way, Gilbert? Creatures 2 does have detention barracks, so we could provide you with suitable accommodation. It's not over yet. Still a boost feature I haven't tried, although it might make the tank uncontrollable. That's quite enough. Oh, glad to see you made it, Emma. You broke through the barrier. Finally managed somehow. I'd keep it disciplined if I were you. Emma's really on the warpath this time. You may as well consider me the same. You do have a lot of nerve targeting my very own hometown, don't you? Ich glaube, mit den Hexen solltest du es nicht verspaßen. I expect to see you here, Rosa or Rita. Our time. Talk about showing up right at the last second. Will come sooner. At Wiseland Army, matters not kept my hands tied. Because I can't leave my village without some sly fox trying to sneak in, cause mischief. Boy, nothing feels as scalding as a wrath of beautiful women. But even said beautiful women are top-class witches. I almost feel sorry for Gilbert. Don't. You make your bed and all that, right? Ich bin mit Agatha hier. Gilbert hat es verdient.
こそこそ動いてたかと思えばこんなお板をしてたなんてね。
You must have come on Ende? Great. Now the fool shows up. Nothing better to do than stir you up crab, eh? Can't say I'm surprised to learn of your involvement in this Cabanetta. Oh, I should have started in the teens a bit earlier, huh? Too bad I was just so unbelievably busy. Little Gilby, I never would have pegged you as one to take advantage of the professor's ego like this, and blatantly disregard your orders. Looks to me like you need some discipline, or you might not be worth keeping anymore. Yeah? Das ist eigentlich wirklich, was ein Cabanella mag. Er tortured Gilbert, so wie er es verdient hat. Yeah, Janus Royal Academy. I suppose I could find it in me to look past this one. But will the others forgive little Gilby? That's the real question. You need to apologize, that's clear, and you also need to swear on the Master's name to never again meddle with this village. Really? That's reasonable, I would say. It may not sound like much, but to society members, such a vow is inviolable. You would know of Ouroboros unwritten rules, wouldn't you, Rita? I'd have no objections. If you get out of my sight at once, then take that idiot with you. Your generosity knows no bounds, Ada. Ada, see you around. Rita, give my regards to all of the other witches we stirred up trouble for. Trotzer, your highness, always a pleasure. Under Governor's orders, the tank wreckage and archaisms were removed from the village. The Class 7 members and their allies who had been engaging in diversionary tactics safely reconvened in Erin. The celebration was hosted a modest banquet and invited the whole village. The 4 students enjoyed the fair and hot springs to the fullest, enraptured by the curious sights and sceneries of the village. Giannaga went off to a rendezvous with friends, and Rita returned to the Pentagruel. The rest of the team headed back to their ship. Sweet. Damit war Aaron befreit. So, wir hätten jetzt theoretisch ein Elise-Bonding-Event da. Achso, ich muss jetzt wieder meine Party zusammenbasteln. Fair enough. Gut.
Yes.
Gut, dann machen wir noch eine Kleinigkeit. Wir hätten jetzt theoretisch noch die Elise Bonding Event, aber das sehen wir uns fürs nächste Mal auf. Das, was wir noch machen, sehe ich gerade. Junior Artina und Tita brauchen wir. Gehen wir nochmal ganz kurz zurück zu Erlen, Hot Springs. Ein bisschen mehr Force Unity. He has enjoyed the hot springs and took their time resting in the village. By some stroke of fate, an unexpected combination of people ended up soaking into springs together. Already, I was so tensed up and worried for a while there. Here, I'm just glad we were able to get through this without any major incidents. Agreed. Excellent work, everyone. Well, I can't say I pitched in very much. It was like an idea, we saved the day, and a lot of credit is to go to Instructor Randy and to you too. Your diversion tactics were perfect. They were the key to the whole operation coming together. And with Zafin, at least, we couldn't have done it without the support you two and Toha gave us. I'm just glad we were able to help out. After all this work has done for you, Rean, I wanted to repay the favor in some way. Right. Wait a second. So here, why don't we chat about something more interesting? Good talk, secrets, exciting things. And of course, we have Rean as our guest of honor. Your Highness? Alright, I'm clearly the odd man out amongst this group. At least one thing, but with all of you here, I'm just going to turn in early, okay? Rean? So you're used to sharing a bath with Elise? Well, I guess it makes sense. It's not a big deal for family to bathe in a hot spring together back where you are from. But why not just think of the rest of us as family too? Your newly acquired sisters. That suggestion doesn't entirely sit well with me. Come on in, wanna be nice? Right, at least we can try and make you blush. I think of it as just another mission. We won't get too ready, Instructor. Though maybe you could really use a good shock or two. You, Juna, let's not just try and take things down a notch. Oh, gerade auch, das sind auch alles gerade alle die Charakter, die halt noch höchstens 16 sind, wenn nicht sogar noch jünger. Alright. Knock it off now, you guys. You know how clueless you can be. Hey, honestly, you make me so mad sometimes for just going along with whatever others want. What do you mean? The situation is looking a little dicey. Did you read what you saw? I don't know how these feels though. Someone went to try that on Agade when we had a rare chance to be alone together. Come on, Tina. Ich glaube, es mittlerweile obvious, oder? Die zwei sind komplett in Love with each other. Aber gut. Sagen wir das diesmal hier. Machen Schluss für heute. Und killieren ab den Rest von den ganzen Sidequests beim nächsten Mal. Das ist noch ein kleines bisschen. Wie gesagt, dieses Bonding-Event. Wir haben noch ein paar Regionen zum Abchecken. Aber ja. Immerhin, wir haben Aaron befreit. Wenn es euch gefallen hat, oder auch wenn auch nicht, lasst gerne Feedback da. Ansonsten zur Pause auch mal gerne gesehen. Und wir sehen uns dann beim nächsten Mal. Bis dahin. Ciao. Und bye bye.